doesn't matter who I'm taking it to. Whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna be making it.
Well, good evening and welcome now to Fox High School in Arnold, Missouri. I'm Frankie Castile. Glad to have you alongside. It is week 6 of high school football, and we are in for quite the battle tonight. 2 Class 5 teams in the same district. Each are going for a big win. The Mules coming in 2-3, Fox coming in 1-4. We are less than 40 minutes away now from the kickoff here tonight in high school football. Joining me once again tonight inside the broadcast booth, he was thumbing it around St. Francis County, my good friend John Scott. Welcome aboard, my friend. How was your trip to Fox?
Glad to be here, Frankie. Yeah, it was great. I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping and picking me up. It was getting a little bit hot out there. My feet were starting to hurt a little bit, so we got the ride up, and here we are on a nice, cool fall evening.
I don't think Fox. It's cool, nor, I know it's fall time, but it's not really cool out here by any means.
How could it be week 6, Frankie? It feels like week 2 with the temperatures in the upper 80s, 90 degrees up here. But, hey, it's a good night for football. We like it.
Absolutely. So here tonight, the Mules, they are looking for a big win tonight. And really, we were talking about this last week against Sykeston. I think, honestly, our football season began last week, and the kids know, the coaches know. They may not admit it, but they know that this week especially and next week are going to be must-wins for Poplar Bluff.
Absolutely. You know, we're driving our own bus on this deal. We control our destiny on where we're going to finish up and what our seed's going to be. And, you know, anytime you can see a team improve week to week is a good thing. And I think we've seen that with the Mules. We've played good games all season. And, of course, the game with Sykeston, a little hard to judge a season on a game like that. Almost felt sorry for Sykeston. Almost. Not quite.
Not quite.
But good to see the Mules improve, gain some more confidence. I like the play calling, a little bit smoother on getting the call in. You could see the offense having a little more time to read the defense and gather themselves. So I want to see them come out and do the same thing, man. Progress, onward and upward, stronger, better team, and this team is becoming very dangerous.
Can we just take a step back for just one moment? We are live on the radio on 93.3 FM, 9:30 a.m. So glad to have our radio listeners alongside tonight, but can we just stop for one moment and look at the video that Tim is producing here tonight? Scoreboard, clock. Does it get any better on a high school Friday night on Facebook and on YouTube?
Oh, Frankie, you know, it's really nice. And people don't realize, and the first time I watched one of these productions at home on the big screen, man, it's the quality is every bit as good as something you can get on ESPN or anything else to have the scoreboard. And for those at home, it's not an easy task for these guys. I can tell you, this is the first time I've been here to watch them actually set up from the start. I rode up with Frankie today. He was kind enough.
How was my driving first and foremost?
Slow like an old man, but but he kept it between the ditches, and we got here. And to watch these guys set up, just the effort it takes to get that scoreboard, the clock lined up just right, those kinds of things. It's really a work of art. It really is, and it's intriguing to me to see this happen and the way it comes together. Miles and miles of cords and everything else, but hey, it comes together nicely, and it's a great service to provide for people, especially when we're way off in enemy territory behind enemy lines. People can sit at home in the comfort and watch the Mighty Mules come out and play a hard football game.
They can sit in the air conditioning where it's a toasty 62 degrees in the house.
Right. It's not a night for chili, I'll tell you that. Or
chicken and dumplings
chicken
either.
And dumpling, no.
I tell you what, we are moments away from going inside the game day locker room coming up with head coach Dave Sievers of the Mules. I will tell you something interesting. He told me earlier on, if the Mules win the toss here tonight, John, they want the football first on offense.
Absolutely. Build on last week, get the ball, score some points. And I think the team has learned the value of putting a team away. You know, keep scoring and don't let up. And we saw that with Jackson. We got up on them. We had a good score. We were playing great, and then we took the foot off the gas. In this kind of a game, this late in the season against a team like this, you got to keep the foot on the gas, and you got to run it up, get a good lead, and keep a good lead.
Absolutely. So we are coming up now toward the bottom of the hour, and coming up in just a moment, we're going to go inside the game day locker room. We're going to be joined by head coach Dave Sievers of the Poplar Bluff Mules. What we're going to do right now, Tim and I and Scott, We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, joining us live on the pregame, we're going to have Coach Dave Sievers coming up. We've also got your keys to victory, your starting lineups, kickoff coming up tonight. It is the Mules and the Warriors out of Fox High School. By the way, tonight it is crystal clear skies, 84 degrees right now. And John tells me it is perfect football weather at 84.
Absolutely. If anybody happens to be driving by and has some popsicles or something like that, just run on by here. I'll throw a couple of bucks your way because we could use it up here.
All right, we're going to come right back. Don't go anywhere. We're back in 3 minutes as the Mules take on the Warriors out of Fox. You're watching and listening to Mules football. Coach Dave Sievers coming up next inside the Game Day Locker Room. This is the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
School is in session, and your friends at Larry Hillis would like to take a moment to remind motorists to look out for school buses when making their commutes. Remember to stop when the bus has flashing red lights and extends its stop sign. And do not pass until the flashing lights and warning signals are turned off. Also, never pass on the right side of the bus where children enter or exit. Let's make school bus safety a priority. At Larry Hillis, we love our mules.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is a 2023 Toyota RAV4. Grab your teammates for the ultimate ride. The 2023 Toyota RAV4 offers a spacious interior and configurable cargo space. Now you can carry all your gear for the big game.
That's right. And with the RAV4's all-wheel drive technology, you can effortlessly tackle any terrain.
Get in the game and visit Baldwin Toyota and experience the 2023 Toyota RAV4 for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
We're back live on the pregame show. Time now to go inside the Game Day Locker Room with head coach Dave Sievers of the Mules, all being brought to you by Christian Automotive and Tire. And coach, here we are on the road here at Fox High School. First and foremost, how was the trip up to Fox here today?
Oh, it was good. It was good. We got the kids out a little bit early. There's a roadside park there on the or a national park, state park on the way up, St. Francis Park, I believe. We stopped there a lot on the way up here. It's a beautiful area. Kids get off the bus, stretch their legs a little bit, and we'll just kind of do a few little walkthrough things, kind of get their minds focused. It's only about 30 minutes down the road from here, so it's just a good place to stop and just kind of let the kids get the trip out of their system just a little bit. It's not a bad trip at all. I mean, it's only a little couple hours up here. So, but yeah, it was a good trip.
First and foremost, last week the Mules got a huge win over Sykeston, 38-0, even a 28-yard field goal by Colton Palma. How does the team feel?
Well, we've had a couple of pretty good practices. It got a little warm on us again this week for practice, and that always makes the kids happy. But we did. We had a good week last week. We got off to a good start, and I think the most important thing is we came out after halftime and decided to play the third quarter last week. I don't know why that's been an issue for us this year, but we kind of focused on it a little bit last week. We've been focusing a little bit more on blocking and tackling and just doing the basics, and we spent a lot of time talking about coming out and playing the second half and not losing our momentum, and for the most part we did. We feel fortunate that we were able to kind of jump on Sykeston and kind of take them out of the game a little bit, and it's a good week because homecoming, lots of stuff going on, extra people in the crowd, and everybody got to play. Everybody got a handful of snaps last week, so that's good. We're just we feel fortunate that we were able to win a conference game and just improve our record.
I feel like Fox is much like Sykeston in a sense where they want to run the football. What do you think?
Yeah, they run the veer, they run the option, they run midline, they want to run the football. They may come out tonight, with 16 receivers on the field and just try and throw the ball everywhere, but they're a running team. That's what they do, and so that's something. The old adage with defensive football is you can't stop everything, so you stop what they're good at and make them beat you with something else. And for tonight, as far as we know, that's the run game. We've got to be assignment sound and disciplined on defense, and just run to the football. And continue to get better at tackling, because that's going to be the key.
On the offensive part of the football for Fox High School, 3 running backs come to mind: Aiden Smith, J.J. Westerhold, and Cameron Underwood. He's also the quarterback. Between the 3 guys, Coach, they're averaging about 8 yards per carry. But the question is, can those 3 guys keep it up all football game?
Well, the thing about their running backs is you watch them on film, and it's a couple yards in a cloud of dust, and the next thing you know, because like I said, with option football on defense, you have to be assignment sound. All of a sudden, somebody doesn't do their job, and kid busts a big one, and that's kind of the way their offense is looked on film on the games that we've seen. They're for being an option team, they're a big play offense, and their big plays usually come on the ground because they'll. I can't remember which film I was watching now, but first play of the game, fullback went for about 60, that's just, like I said, with option football, somebody probably saw something they didn't see, and they cheated and didn't do their job, and there you go. And that's what a good option team will do. I told the kids after practice on Wednesday that, you got to be assignment sound, because an option team is trying to make you see something you don't really see, and chase, I always say, you can't be out there chasing ghosts. You got to do your job, and we'll just see. Hopefully, I think we've had a good week of practice, and Coach Mann and the defensive staff, they do a good job of getting the kids ready.
Following the win last week against Sykeston, we had a couple of players on, Darius Graham and Jay Edmondson, both guys that pretty much made the same comment. This team, they are bought in, and they feel like better things are still to come. Do you believe, as the head coach, that this football team is starting to gel at the right time, and we still have yet to see our best football?
Yeah, some of the things that hurt us early in the season are inconsistencies, and quite honestly, are kind of our selfishness and not real smart football sometime early in the season. We've eliminated most of that. Not that we've eliminated all of it, obviously, because kids are kids and they'll do goofy things sometime. But we didn't. We've eliminated a lot of stuff that hurt us early, and we're just. We're into a stretch of our schedule now where the kids just need to focus and play hard, and I do think you asked me about the districts a couple weeks ago, and I was like, well, that's awful far away. Well, it's getting closer, and I think the kids are starting to kind of focus on the postseason a little bit, and we've got 2 on the road, and then we got tonight and next week on the road, and then we close out with 2 at home, and then it's bonus football from there on. I mean, so it's getting close.
Folks love this part of the program where I turn things over to you and ask Coach Dave Sievers to give me your keys to victory tonight to beat Fox and get to a 3-win season and a big win on the road. In your mind, Coach, what's it come down to?
Well, we have to be disciplined and fundamentally sound on defense. If we play defense well, I mean, this is a game that we're hoping that it doesn't turn into a shootout. But we think we've got some stuff that we can exploit on their defense. We feel good about our offensive plan, and we feel good about what we've got locked up for the defense. But it's just a matter of doing it. And if we're fundamentally sound and do what we've practiced all week, and once again the biggest thing is run to the ball and tackle. Because against a team like Fox, if you don't get the tackle early, their kids can run, and broken tackles and extra yards could be a problem tonight. So yeah, just running to the football, playing really fast on defense, recognizing what's out there, and like I said, don't chase ghosts around the field, and when they're running their option game, and we feel good about it. We feel like we should be fine.
Well, Coach, I appreciate the opportunity. As always, best of luck to you coming up tonight. Go get them, and we'll see you guys after the football game.
Thank you, sir.
You betcha. Coach Dave Sievers joining us live inside the Game Day Locker Room, presented by Christian Automotive and Tire. Still to come, we've got your starting lineups, our keys to victory, and kickoff is coming up at the top of the hour. It is the Warriors and the Mules. We are live on the road for Week 6 of high school football. You're watching and listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Once again, we appreciate Coach Dave Sievers going inside the Game Day Locker Room here tonight, brought to you by our good friends at Christian Automotive and Tire. And coming up here at the top of the hour, we've got kickoff on the way, and we've got about 19 minutes here until we kick off. 19 minutes and 45 seconds. Let's go ahead. This is the time of the program where we discuss what we see coming up in the overall districts. I'll tell you what, John, you look at the Class 5 District 1 seedings right now. Here is how it lines out. Farmington, the top spot. We'll get to them in just a moment. St. Mary's Southside, they move up 2 spots a week ago. They are in the 2 spot. Cape Central at the 3 spot. Webster Groves, Fox, Poplar Bluff, Melville. Tonight, really last week, John, the Mules season really began, so to speak, and now it is quote-unquote must-wins the next 2 weeks. And really, even though the Mules right now we're in the 6th spot, we really do control our own destiny. We beat Cape Central earlier this year. If the Mules can put together back-to-back wins here on the road at Fox and then next Friday night at Farmington, then we're right back in the driver's seat, already beating Cape already this year.
Absolutely. That's good spot to be where we can control our destiny. We don't have to worry about other teams losing or other teams winning. It's just a matter of taking care of business for ourselves. We're riding that one-game winning streak, and we're going to make it two-gamer tonight. But I like to be where we are, and you like to see a team improving, and that's what we have with the Mules. You know, some years they're going in the wrong direction. This year I think the team has grown by leaps and bounds, and we're really peaking at the right time to where we can get 2 or 3 wins in a row here and really put ourselves in a good position to make a run late in the season.
So here tonight, the Mules taking on the Fox Warriors. If you're tuning in tonight on social media, let us know where you're watching from. More importantly, how are things back in Poplar Bluff today? It's 84 here at Fox High School. I guess the good news is we've got the door propped open. It is sun's going down earlier, which means it's going to cool off a little bit. But I was reading some material, and something tells me that maybe this time next week it'll feel more like fall time, especially once we get past next weekend. I think in 2 weeks from right now, we're going to need to bring out the old sweatshirts possibly.
Yeah, it'll go from 90 to ice in about 3 days. So you can just rest assured that's how it'll be.
You're not kidding. By the way, here are some of the games coming up tonight. First off, let's talk about Class 5 and some of the games that we are watching tonight. Cape Central, they're going to be hosting a huge game coming up tonight against Farmington. We're going to be keeping live updates on that game tonight. St. Mary Southside, they're going to take on Rockbridge. Webster Groves, they're going to take on Melville. Melville, by the way, coming in 0-5. So Webster Groves at 1-3. I give them the advantage. I would like to see Melville get that win. Fox takes on Bluff, of course, so we'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out. But those are just some of the games in our district that we are watching here tonight. Other games going on in southeast Missouri. You've got Chaffee taking on Portageville. Hayti takes on Charleston. East Prairie on the road at Malden. Scott City against Kelly. Caruthersville taking on Dexter. By the way, it's Dexter's homecoming. That should be a good ball game. Kennett is on the road at New Madrid, and of course Hillsboro, we're going to see them in a couple of weeks or a few weeks from now. They're going to take on Windsor. You said you feel bad for Sykeston, as do I. They are on the road at the Pit tonight. They are taking on Jackson. Not going to be an easy test for them, and that is in Class 4 for the Bulldogs out of Sykeston. By the way, I got some information about that game coming up tonight, talking about Sykeston and Jackson. Sykeston, they have given up a whopping 63 points in the first quarter in the first 5 weeks this year. Jackson, we all know what they like to do. They want to get out and run the score up. It could be a long night coming up for Sykeston.
Oh, that'll be tough. You know, after that game last week, I made the comment that I almost felt sorry for Sykeston. Almost, but not quite. We've had our situations with them, mainly in basketball, and that Thatch kid was over there. They beat us pretty good a few times. So, hey, turnabout is fair play. But I don't envy them going into the Pit tonight. And but you never know. You never know. Something might shake loose over there.
Jamie Nicole is tuning in from Poplar Bluff. Glad to have her alongside here tonight. By the way, coming up tonight during our broadcast, we've got multiple giveaways during our trivia. We're going to do 2 trivia questions coming up tonight. One in the first half, one in the second half. First half, we're going to give away that Kettle Grill courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. In the second half, we are going to be giving away a gift card. It is worth $100, and we have upped the price tag, and we want you to share the video. You've got to share the video and know the right answer for you to be eligible to win. Last week, we had a couple of great winners. I believe the gift card, it went to Kristen Penn, and Jordan came by, picked it up yesterday because, honestly, I forgot she won. He called me up and said, hey, do you still have the gift card? I said, I do. It's in my office. I was maybe thinking I may get a hold of it, but she remembered. No, I'm kidding. I forgot all about it.
It seemed like there was a whole pile of gift cards in your truck.
No, there was not.
And a kettle grill in the back.
That's right. We were going to use it. We're going to give away a used grill tonight.
Fire that thing up.
We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight. We are so happy that you're joining us, whether you're watching us on the radio, whether you're tuning in on social media. It is now time here tonight for our starting lineups. We've got our keys to victory coming up in just a few moments. Our starting lineups, it's all being brought to you by First Midwest Bank. We are back in 30 seconds with your lineups. In just a few moments, you're watching and listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Did you know that 60% of Americans don't have a last will and testament? At Scott Law Firm, we understand that planning for the future can be difficult, but it's important to have a plan in place, no matter the size of your estate. Don't leave your legacy to chance. Call Scott Law Firm.
We are back now live. Time for our starting lineups, all being brought to you by First Midwest Bank. And let's begin with the Warriors out of Fox. They are coming in 1-4 on the year, wearing their black home jerseys with the red helmets, the white numbering. They're being coached here this evening by Brent Tinker in his 12th season with a record of 64 wins, 58 losses, winning percentage of .525. Let's talk defensively for the Warriors here tonight. At defensive ends, it is number 57, Peyton Younger, 5'7", junior, weighs 190. Also another defensive end, number 58, Tommy George, 6'3", senior. The defensive tackle is going to be number 55, Hunter Naylor. He is a 6'2", junior. The linebackers here tonight, outside linebackers, are number 2, Keelan Kirkpatrick, a 5'9", junior. Also number 6, Adi Stranger, a 6'1", junior. Inside linebackers, number 31, Landon Ellis, a 5'9", senior. Number 44, Charlie Chapman, a 6-foot sophomore, only weighs 170. The cornerbacks here tonight, number 10, Mason Evans, a 5'10", junior. Also number 5, Kevin Gwynn, a 5'10", senior. The safeties are going to be number 37, Paxton Watts, a 6'2", sophomore. And number 8, DJ Cox. He is a 5'8", sophomore. That is your defense here for the Fox Warriors here tonight. Looking over at the offensive side of things, the wide receivers here tonight, they're going to be number 1, Kyle Gast, a 5'10", senior. Number 7, Orlando Taylor. He is a 5'8", junior. Other receivers are going to be number 25, Jude Pribish. He is a 5'8", freshman. He weighs 145. And the tight end, number 39, J.J. Westerhold. He is a 5'8", junior. Now looking at left tackle, number 59, Sawyer Petty. He is a 6-foot senior. Left guard is number 57, Peyton Younger. The center tonight, number 69, Gino Wolfel. He is a 6'1", junior, weighs 310. And looking at right guard, number 63, Zach Weiner. He is a 5'8", sophomore. And the right tackle, number 21, Braden Griffith. He is a 5'9", junior. The running back here tonight, number 23, Aiden Smith, a 6-foot senior, weighs 175. And the quarterback tonight, it is Cam Underwood, a 5'9", senior, and he weighs about 185. That is the lineup here tonight for the Fox Warriors. Anything to say about that there, Johnny Boy?
6'1", 310, that's a horse. We would call that a horse.
I tell you what.
And we got Charlie Chaplin on the team, I heard.
Yeah, we do.
That's pretty good to go. But, no, I just think the size of some of these linemen in high school now, I mean, it's almost like a college stat, 6'1", 310. Wow.
Let's get to the offensive lineup here tonight, or make that defensive lineup for the Mules here. Defensive ends at number 52, In Pierce, a 6-foot senior. Also number 25, Avery Persons, a 5'11", junior. Defensive tackles, number 75, DJ Hubrins, a 6'1", senior. Number 69, Joshua Alcorn, a 6-foot senior. The outside linebackers, number 7, Jay Edmondson. He is a 5'11 junior. Also, the inside linebackers, number 8, Connor Stevens, a 6'1 junior. Number 1, Logan Height, 5'11 senior. Cornerbacks are Dylan Hall, number 17, a 5'7 junior. Number 21, Jay Soto. He is a 5'11 senior. And the safeties, they include number 2, Darius Graham, 6' senior. And number 3, Romeo Wantor, a 6'4 senior. Those are the lineups here defensively for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Do I have enough time, John, for the offense, do you think, before we get to the national anthem? I believe we will.
Yes.
Wide receivers offensively for the Mules. Number 3, Romeo Wantor. Number 2, Darius Graham. Also, our other tight end is going to be number 18, Nico Gaddy. Nico Gaddy, a 6'2 junior. Also, our wide receiver is Dylan Hall as well. At left tackle, number 71, Kyler Wilson, a 6'2 junior. Left guard, Logan Davis, number 64, a 6'1 senior. The right guard, number 70, Landon Park, a 6'3 senior. At right tackle, number 75, DJ Hubrins. Also at center, number 58, Chase O'Neal, a 6'2 junior. Let's talk about the running back here tonight. Number 1, Logan Height, 5'11 senior, weighs 210. Every bit of that's muscle, by the way. And our quarterback tonight, number 7, Jay Edmondson, once again, 5'11 junior, weighing in at 175. That is your offense and the defense here by the Poplar Bluff Mules. Once again, all being brought to you tonight by our good friends at First Midwest Bank.
Yeah, 5'11", 210 Logan Hyde. I wouldn't want to try to tackle him or try to run by him, especially.
Oh, absolutely. Let's go ahead and let's talk about our coaches here tonight for the Mules. Defensive coordinator Jeff Mannon, offensive coordinator John David Patillo. Also coaches is Jeff Shukart, Austin Jefferson, Tony Kirkley, Colton Mannon, and Billy Pylan. By the way, the Mules are going to be wearing their away jerseys here tonight. The all-white jerseys, maroon helmets, maroon numbering, being coached by David Severs in his 6th season with a record of 29-29, a winning percentage of 500. So there you go, John. A lot going on, lots to talk about, and we are coming up now on the 7-minute mark as we get ready to bring you Mules High School football coming your way, and it's week 6. Hard to believe that we are already in this situation. It seems like the football season just started, but here we go. We are in the back end now of the regular season, and it should be a lot of fun. The Mule season, in my estimation, started last week, and they've got to get a big showing, a big, strong showing tonight against a Fox team coming in looking to win also. They are 1-4, and the Mules really controlled their destiny as we make our way toward weeks 8 and 9.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Fox's record at 1-4 is not really indicative of how good they are. They've played some very difficult teams already this season. They're going to be a tough team. They're here at home. They've got a good home crowd here. Good Mules crowd starting to trickle in over there, looking good. But, yeah, it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch at all. We got to take care of business tonight, 1 week at a time, 1 game at a time, 1 play at a time, and get the win tonight, and then we'll worry about the rest of the season.
We've got some great fan base tuning in back in Poplar Bluff. Chris Gaddy is tuning in. Tom Cash, high school class of 1972, tuning in. We're going to go to the national anthem and come right back with more here live during our pregame show from Fox High School. you go, our national anthem performed by the Fox High School Marching Band. And we are ever so closely now. We are sitting at the 4-minute mark coming up for high school football. Tonight, our broadcast once again all being brought to you by our good friends from Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Also being brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers at Scott Law Group, LLC, and First Midwest Bank. We've got Lee Wallace. He is tuning in back in Poplar Bluff. Glad to have you alongside, Mr. Wallace. Tom Cash is tuning in as well. Loretta Lynn Hart, she is tuning in all the way from where I left my heart, back in West Virginia, John.
I lost my heart in Tickfaw, Louisiana, but okay.
You lost your heart back at the restaurant we had earlier on today.
I may lose it later.
I tell you what, Tom Cash, a big shout out tonight for some football mule stars from 1973. Benny Holtz, Robert Ladd, and J.B. Hayes. Josiah Kilgore, I remember that name quite frequently with Poplar Bluff football, basketball, big track star now at SEMO. Glad to have you in. David Davis, he is tuning in as well tonight. Make sure and hit that share button for us on social media. Tonight we're going to give you a chance to win a kettle grill and a gift card. It is worth $100, and all you've got to do is know the right answer coming up during our trivia. We've got some amazing trivia questions here tonight, and we cannot wait to get those for you during our first and second half. Look at last week, John. The Mules had a 38-0 win over Sykeston. The Mules ran the table, and we're going to see if the Mules can do that again tonight. Let's go ahead now and introduce you to our captains here tonight. Let's start with the Poplar Bluff Mules, and here tonight they're going to be led by number 9, Mason West, a 6'5" senior. Also number 11, Colin McBride, a 5'11" senior. Also coming out tonight, our kicker, number 40, that is Colton Palma. Palma this season is a 5'11" senior, and number 69, Joshua Alcorn, a 6-foot senior, weighs about 260. Now looking on the other end here tonight for the Fox Warriors, number 21, Braden Griffith, a 5'9" junior. Also coming out tonight with the captains, number 23, Aiden Smith, a 6-foot senior. And tonight for the Fox Warriors, number 31, Landon Ellis, he is a 5'9" senior. And number 59, Sawyer Petty, a 6-foot senior. Those are the lineups. If the Mules win the toss here tonight, John, they will stick the offense on the football field first, and they want that ball. They want to go down and score early and give the Mules a little bit of momentum going in the football game.
Yeah, absolutely. Set the tone, build from the game against Sykeston. We had an offensive explosion. Before I even sat down in the stadium, it was 7-0, and before I turned around, it was 14. So we need to build on that and grow on that and go out, get the ball, score some points, and then keep the pedal to the metal and let it roll.
We got to get some video up here in the press box. Tim's booth is completely covered in cords and cameras. By the way, Fox, they win the toss. They are going to defer, so I believe the Mules are going to get the football first. And that's what the Mules wanted anyway. The Mules are going to receive the football. There we go. So the Mules are going to receive. So Kathleen Patillo, she is tuning in, loves the Mules. Glad you're tuning in, Miss Patillo. Chris Gaddy tuning in from Jacksonville, North Carolina, home of Camp Lejeune. Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate you. Miss Dobbs is tuning in. She says, go Bryce Dobbs. He's a wonderful catcher for the Mules. Real quick.
Great hair.
That's right, great hair. I'm jealous of that hair.
Hair envy.
Our sponsors tonight, they include Senator Jason Bean, Maverick Glass, Edmondson Warren, and Holt Legal Services. Also being brought to you by Air Solutions, Larry Hillis Dodge, Eye Care Specialist, Christian Automotive and Tire, Patriot Auto Glass, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, First Choice Insurance, Baldwin Toyota, Russians Towing, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Kevin's Auto Repair, the Scott Law Group LLC, and First Midwest Bank. Our keys to victory tonight being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair. It is eliminate turnovers, keep our offense on the football field, and most importantly, take care of the football. So now the Fox Warriors are going to kick off left to right. Once again, our keys to victory being brought to you by our good friends at Kevin's Auto Repair. So here we go now to kick it off. Caden Keister for the Fox Warriors. He is averaging 43 yards a punt. Back to return, Jay Soto, Darius Graham. We are underway. It'll be a short kickoff taken right there at the 33-yard line. Good job by the Mules there, number 36. Don't have a 36 on the roster, so we brought somebody up. So there you go.
They got the call.
They got the call. Yes, indeed. So the Mules are going to have it 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line. So pretty good field position to begin this football game. Mules are going to come out led by Jay Edmondson. And here we go. Brandy Alcorn, she is tuning in. Brandy Morey is tuning in. Cassie Montgomery. I guess Tim got a great shot of the moon. Good job, Tim. I didn't see that, but someone's complimenting it. So there you go.
I don't know, Frankie.
We're going to get a whistle here right off the bat, and there's our first penalty. It's a false start against the Mules. So Poplar Bluff going to be backed up now, and we're going to back them up 5 yards. It's 1st down and 15. Colt Clifford, Loretta tags in that post. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that share button for us here tonight. Let us know where you're watching from. We're going to give away some great merchandise tonight as well. Here we go. Jay Edmondson now, shotgun formation. Oh, it's going to go over Jay's head. Jay recovers. He's going to throw it up and nearly caught by Romeo Wantor. Man, great heads up by Jay Edmondson. It goes over his head. He is able to still get rid of it, nearly able to get a completed pass to Romeo Wantor.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. Jay's grown so much as a player a year ago, 2 years ago for sure. That would have been a huge loss, but he was able to gather the ball, gather himself, scramble around, and almost make a nice positive play out of that.
Josh Pratt tuning in says, go Aiden. Tonight, we're going to have a great night. We're going to give away some great stuff, a grill and a gift card later on. So now Jay Edmondson, he's back to pass. He's inside the pocket, gets flushed outside. He'll keep it himself, and he is going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Good job by Chase O'Neal to give him an extra yard push there. So Edmondson able to get about 6 yards, and he's going to get near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice little scramble. Nobody was open, and again, he was able to see the field, see some space, and at least pick up 5-6 yards.
He's going to give him 7 yards on that, so I'll take it.
Right on.
So it makes it 3rd down at 29% on the season. The Mules on 3rd down conversions, 16 out of 56. Eric Wallace, he is tuning in. Glad to have you alongside. And now Edmondson back to pass. He's got a man, Romeo Wantor with the catch. It is a Larry Hillis Dodge 1st down. The Mules moving the chains inside Fox territory.
Nice pass, laser pass. Romeo, such a luxury to have on the team. Knew where he needed to be, made the catch. Here we go.
So now the Mules have it on the 49-yard line of Fox High School of the Fox Warriors, and that was good for 16 yards. Getting some updates here. By the way, my Casey Proctor is tuning in tonight, Butler County prosecuting attorney. He says, let's go Mules, cut John Scott's mic. No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, Casey.
Edmondson going to go deep. He's got Derry. Oh, it's going to be picked off. It's going to be picked off by the Warriors. So DJ Cox on the interception.
I like the play call, just a little bit of a toss-up on that. Defender got the jump on it.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 all the way back on the 45-yard line now of the Warriors. It was a one-on-one matchup. It was kind of underthrown, and DJ Cox is able to come away with the interception. First turnover of the game. So now here we go. Fox, they want to run the football. They're going to hand it off to the first man through. And that one's going to be Aiden Smith. Smith is going to get a couple of yards, and that's one thing that Fox will want to do all night is run that football. And they're going to pick up about 4 yards on the first play there. Second down and about 6. David Walker tuning in. He says, let's go defense.
You know, Frank, it's a shame Casey Proctor wouldn't come up here. I don't know what his problem is.
I invited him to ride in the truck.
He just said he didn't want to.
No. So now second down and 6, and we got nothing to lose. This one's going to be a quarterback keeper. Good job there by the quarterback, Underwood. Logan Height is going to wrap him up, but it's going to be a first down. I was going to say this offense goes through Cam Underwood, and that'll be a Fox first down all the way inside the 45 to about the 41-yard line. And that is where they will have it, a big gain on second down. That is good for 11 yards. Thank you so much, Ms. Hart. Number 36 is Colt Clifford.
Colt Clifford.
Thank you so much for that. And I'll make sure I gripe at Coach Sievers later on. I'll send my complaints his way. So now first down, Underwood. They're going to hand the ball off again to Smith. This time there's a flag that comes in at the very end of that play, and that one's going to be in the area of a possible hold. So we'll have to wait and see what the official call is. The officials get together. Fox is starting to back up a little bit, and I believe it's going to come back. It's going to be a hold against the Warriors. So that's going to negate that run. Instead of it being second down and about 8 or 7, it's going to end up being a little bit longer than that. And they're going to mark him back all the way on the 49-yard line of Fox territory. So it's going to be a 10-yarder, and we're going to repeat that down. First down and 20. David Hadley tuning in. Glad to have you alongside, David. We'll see you next week, my friend, there in Farmington. By the way, David says hi, John. Glad to have you back. Another handoff. No, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw it this time, and he's got a man there. Picks up nearly 10 yards. And that's going to end up being the receiver that time is going to end up being Jude Pribish. And he's going to get it to the Mules side of the football field on the 42-41-yard line. So we gained 10 yards and got the yardage back on the penalty, and it's going to bring up second down and 10. Connie Evans is tuning in from Jackson, Missouri. She says, let's go Mules. Grandma Jackie tuning in back in Poplar Bluff as well.
And Misty.
Probably kicked the dog out by now. Smith now going to run the football. Mules, good job by the Mules that time. Dylan Hall comes in. Oh, a flag comes in at the very end of the play.
Late hit.
So we'll have to wait and see if it is a late hit or not. 8:45 to go in quarter number 1. No score. Fox is driving. Aiden Smith is going to get the football back up to the line of scrimmage. Dylan Hall came in. Oh, it's going to be against the Mules. You're right. Going to be an automatic first down.
Oh, you hate to see that on a nice stop. Great defensive effort.
You really do. You hate to see that, and now we're going to add in the penalty as well. And now they're going to have it all the way inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So an 11 yards added to the penalty and give the Fox Warriors a first down. So now the Mules defense backed up a little bit. 8:45 to go here in quarter number 1. No score. Betty Osborne is tuning in. TJ Neal watching us tonight. Glad to have you folks alongside. So now there's a handoff. This one going to go up the middle to Pribish. Good job by the Mules that time. DJ Hubrins, Lincoln Warren in on the stop. Mules defense not fooled that time by the run. And they're going to mark him down to the 25. So about 4 yards that time, John. 2nd down and 6. Rebecca Osborne wants a touchdown right now for the Mules.
Yeah, it's a nice pick six, scoop and score, something like that. We need a turnover, Frankie. I feel like we're going to need a turnover on this possession.
I'm going to have to break open the cooler and get me the ice-cold green drink that I brought with me.
Yes. Yes, indeed, sir.
I brought 2 of them. So here's 2nd down. Pitch outside. Aiden Smith bounces outside. He's got a 1st down, and he's going to be inside the red zone. I'll tell you what, though, the Mules, quite honestly, when it comes to the red zone, the Mules here tonight, John, they are only allowing an opponent to score 56% of the time. Other teams are 10 out of 18 inside the red zone.
Yeah, our defense, and I think a lot of those are going to be late in games. You know,
Yep,
they've
you're
been
right.
pretty tough, first half especially. Need to get a stop right here.
David Hadley, Mr. Tinker, is the head coach of Fox, his 12th season. So now here is the pitch outside again to Aiden Smith. Smith being chased outside, and the Mules bring him down. And Connor Stevens is going to take him out of bounds at this time, and we'll see where they mark him down. Maybe 2 yards or a yard possibly, depending on where they spot him down. Well, it's not going to be much, really not even a yard.
Great pursuit by Connor Stevens.
2nd down.
Yeah.
7:19 to go here in the first quarter. 2nd down and about 10. No gain on the play. Poplar Bluff now, the defense allowing 56% scoring. Oh, the ball comes loose. Fumble. And the Mules, I believe, have taken over. Yes, sir. Lincoln Warren comes in and gets the fumble. And Lincoln Warren, Mules defense again, stepping up huge and not allowing a score inside the red zone, John.
Oh, a big momentum shift right there. Now we got to settle down on offense, run some clock, run some plays, get in a rhythm, get down there and get some points.
So now the Mules will have it on the 17-yard line. And just like that, that deserves some booms on Facebook. Stacy Rommel says, class of 1992. Tomorrow night is my 20th class reunion, by the way. The good old class of 2003. There's a handoff. This one's going to go to Colin McBride. McBride is going to get maybe 2 yards. Maybe 2 yards on the play. McBride coming in to the football game. McBride averaging about 4 yards a carry. He got 2 yards.
Sorry, Frankie.
No,
2003 was just the other day. How's that
seems
20
like
years?
it.
How's that 20 years? I don't think so.
It don't feel like 20 years, let me tell you. I always say the class of 2003, the best class there was.
Since 1990.
Since 1990. Jay Edmondson now coming out 2nd down and about 8. Edmondson going to bring it down with him this time. He tucks and runs. He's got a big hole, and he is going to have a Larry Hillis Dodge 1st down on the 30-yard line. Give him 11 more yards.
53 amongst those in there to take him down. It's going to be enough for a 1st down.
So a Larry Hillis Dodge 1st down, picks up, make that 31-yard line rather. So give him 12 yards.
I like our play call now, Frankie. Jay's not having to run over. He has more time to look at the defense.
Play clock is down to about 12 now. The Mules hustle to the line. Lori Busey is tuning in. It's her anniversary today, by the way. 22 years, I believe. Happy anniversary, Miss Lori. Colin McBride bouncing outside. He'll pick up some yardage, steps out of bounds, and he'll be just shy of the 1st down marker, depending on whether they're going to spot him way back near the 36. So maybe 5 yards on that play, depending on where they spot him down. So they're going to say 35-yard line instead. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Tom Cash says 1973, celebrating 50-year reunion tonight back in Poplar Bluff. Mine is tomorrow night, 20 years.
50, man, that's a good number.
It is. Good fake handoff to McBride, and Edmondson going to keep it himself. It'll be a 3rd down coming up, 3rd and about 5. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, as Edmondson is going to get it to the 38-yard line. So 3rd down and about 3. Mules on 3rd down conversion. 16 of 56 on the year, 29%.
Need to get Darius in on action here.
Bryce Dobbs' mom's birthday is today, so happy birthday to Bryce Dobbs' mother.
Yeah, happy birthday, Brooke.
Absolutely. Doesn't look a day over 21. Going to get a whistle here. Some laundry on the football field. That's John Scott's handkerchief down there.
I need it.
We
My
didn't
do-rag.
see much of those do-rags last week.
That's my do-rag, man. Need that do-rag. It's hot.
It's going to be offsides against the Fox Warriors. That'll be enough for a Larry Hillis Dodge first down. So good deal. The Mules will pick it up, give them to the 43-yard line, and that'll be enough for a Larry Hillis Dodge first down. Ed Norton says, class of 81 had some awesome athletes. Morgan McIntosh is tuning in. Does a great job with downtown Poplar Bluff. Love to have her alongside. Edmondson now going to keep it himself. He'll cross midfield, and he'll get inside to Fox territory. He'll get a good run on first down. Edmondson, he'll be just shy of the 50-yard line. Still picks up around 4 yards out to about the 47-yard line. Second down and about 6.
You know, Frankie, I ran into Doug Gatewood the other day, and there's a name I know you probably miss calling the Gatewood name. Those boys could sure play.
Dalton Gatewood, absolutely. Devin Gatewood, another handoff. This one to Logan Hyde.
Nice.
He'll bust one tackle. He'll have enough for a Larry Hillis Dodge first down. A good stop by DJ Cox. If it wasn't for Cox, that may have been a touchdown for the Mules.
Great run by Logan, man.
Very good run.
Such an athletic kid.
That is a Larry Hillis Dodge first down. They're going to have it all the way down to about the 42-yard line. Great run by Logan Height as he picks up 11 yards on that carry. And we get some more. Oh, that one goes all the way back behind Edmondson, so that one may have saved the Mules a little bit. That flag came out. I believe this one's going to go against Poplar Bluff. No, it's going to be against Fox. You were wrong again, John.
Hey, I'm wrong about every 5-6 times in a row. Yeah, Fox is really trying to time the snap, and they're missing it a little bit here. Jay's doing a good job. I don't think he's drawing them off. I think he's just got a little bit of a cadence they can't quite predict.
Casey Proctor is in that class of 2003. He sums it up. We're getting old.
Oh, I thought he was way older than that.
Oh, man.
I figured he was at least 81, 82, 83.
Oh, this one goes way over the head of the Mules. They got a fall on it. Jay Edmondson's going to fall on it. That is 2 back-to-back bad snaps. Third in the ball game, and that's a huge loss.
Yeah, there's something amiss. That's the 3rd or 4th one of those tonight, and they're going to have to sort that out. I don't know if maybe this turf may be a little slick. We were out there walking around earlier. It may be a little slick. Something's a little different.
That's a 15-yard. We haven't showed a good thank you, TJ. We have not showed our trivia question yet. We will do that on the next stoppage of play. That's coming up. Edmondson now. Out to Darius Graham. Graham gets a lot of yardage back. He's going to get it to about the 48-yard line. So Darius Graham gets a big catch, and he'll get above or inside Fox territory. And we got a Mules player hobbling a little bit. Looks like that one is in Pierce, not in Pierce.
64.
It's not going to be in Pierce. That'll be Logan Davis.
He's moving all right. I think he.
Well, we had a flag on the play. And we had a flag on the play. We're going to move him back more. It'll be against the Mules. So the Mules following the bad snap.
Well, you hate to see that. You know, we're moving the ball, making some progress, getting down the field, and then a couple of just kind of breakdown plays like that puts us in second, and what would it be, Kansas City?
Yeah. Telling you, Mules all the way back now. Second and about 30, all the way back on the 34-yard line. Mules going to go outside at Dylan Hall. It's going to be a catch. So Cam Underwood will make the stop. And the Mules not going to get much, 4 yards. And now it's going to bring up third down and about 30. What would that be? Third down in St. Louis from here?
That's about what we need. We need a little space.
We've got a great trivia question coming up. We'll show you that question in just a moment. We're going to be talking about Fox High School in our first trivia question. We'll do that after this drive by the Mules. Edmondson goes over the top to Romeo Wantor, and he is going to get out to, once again, he'll get into Fox territory. But now the Mules are going to bring their punting team onto the football field, and the Mules are going to have to punt it on 4th down on the 47-yard line of Fox. 4th and about 15. Colton Palma coming out. He will punt the football. He is averaging 35 yards per punt. So Cam Underwood, he'll return it as Palma, that's a beautiful kick, high arcing kick. Get down, baby, stay out of the end zone. It's going to stay out of the end zone. Mules are going to down it near the 1-yard line. That is how you kick.
Excellent special teams. Excellent.
On the 1-yard line, that is how you do it. So the Mules do their job on special teams. Colton Palma does it again. All right, Tim, let's go ahead and do our first trivia question. Tonight we're talking about a kettle grill. Poplar Bluff played Fox twice in 2022. Which Mules receiver recorded over 100 receiving yards in both games? Was it Chris Matlock, Darius Graham, Jaredon Young, or Romeo Wantor? Tonight's first half winner is going to receive a gourmet kettle grill courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. Make sure, let us know your answer and share our video feed. So now the Mules have them backed up on the 1-yard line. We're going to get a whistle and a flag, and I believe it's going to be against the Mules for offsides here, John.
Yeah, they were bringing the heat, trying to get the safety and give them a little breathing room on that one.
We're going to see, yep, it's going to be against the Mules, and it gives them a little bit of breathing room. It's going to be offsides. So now, instead of it being on the 1-yard line, it'll be on the 6-yard line. First down and 5. Morgan McIntosh, Fox's coach, was my favorite high school teacher ever. Poplar Bluff High School. Thank you, Morgan. First down and 5 now, out to about the 6-yard line. So now the Fox Warriors Mules once again lining up. It's going to hand it off, and the Mules this time not fooled. They hand it off to Pribish, number 25, and he's not going to get much. Second down and about 3, so they give him about 2 yards. Boy, the offsides really hurts the Mules.
Yeah, you hate to see that after such a
really
great punt. You know, I like the idea of being aggressive on that, but, you know, you got to watch that. There's been 3 offsides called
A lot of penalties so far.
Yeah.
We didn't have that last week with you not here, so maybe you're the bad luck, John.
I left my rabbit's
your
foot at
handkerchiefs.
home. My rabbit's foot.
So now here we go, second down and 3. They're going to hand the football off again. Good job, the Mules. Aiden Smith is not going to get much, and he might get to the 10-yard line. So Aiden Smith is brought down, so it's going to be a huge third down coming up now. Third down and 1. And the defense right here, John, they need to step up.
Oh, yeah.
47 seconds remaining in the first quarter. No score. I've not been able to put up any scores as of right now. Kind of shocking so far. The first quarter about to come to an end. Third down and 1. Boy, the defense here would love a big stop. Let's see if they're able to do it. Going to be a handoff. They're going to push it up the middle, and I believe he's going to have enough for a first down. He will. So Pribish is going to get enough for a first down. Picks up around 3 yards, and that'll be a first down, Fox Warriors. So Fox with a huge first down.
They're just going to run the clock. No, they might get a play off.
So here we go now. Pitch is outside to Aiden Smith. Smith still on his feet. And good job there by the Mules that time. Logan Height, also Clayton Stark as well. And that might take us to the end of the first quarter. It will. So at the end of the first quarter, it is a first down, Fox. We're coming right back. The Mules and the Warriors all knotted up at 0 apiece. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
All right, so we are back as we get ready for the second quarter right now. No score, John. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line by the Fox Warriors. So we'll see if the Mules here are able, the defense rather, if they are able to get off the football field. If they switch sides, Fox now is going from right to left on your radio and TV screen. Kent Keith is down there, the Mules athletic director. Oh, good job by the Mules that time. Chase O'Neal wraps up Aiden Smith behind the line of scrimmage. Good tackle that time by Chase O'Neal.
Oh, yeah, get to know Mr. O'Neal. Welcome, sir.
Yes,
give you
sir.
a hug.
May I have another? 23-yard line, loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11.
I wonder if people still have Lucky Rabbit's feet. You remember that, Frankie? Who had a Lucky Rabbit's foot?
That's
anyway,
right.
We'll talk about that later.
Mules coming in tonight 2-3. Fox is 1-4. Mules, they know what's at stake here. Another handoff. Oh, good job that time. Lincoln Warren. He just holds on. They hand the football off to the first man through, and that is the tight end that time. J.J. Westerhold, and boy, I tell you what, Lincoln Warren, about 3rd down and about 8.
Yeah, Lincoln's really come on as a player this year. He's becoming a force.
T.J. Neal says he wants a sack. You and I too, my friend. By the way, Fox so far, 3rd down conversions are 1 for 1 on the night. Boy, the Mules here have a golden opportunity. 3rd down and a long 8 for the Warriors. Lining up here, we'll see. They're going to throw the football. They're going to go outside, and this one way out of bounds. Good job by Dylan Hall. It was intended for number 17, Price, but it's going to be incomplete.
Or Logan Height got in on that one.
Yes, he did.
Blitzed. Quarterback was panicked, threw it up.
Mules have 56 yards of offense so far. The Warriors have 57 yards. No score as of right now. Big audience right now tuning in on YouTube. We appreciate that. Keister coming in. He will punt the football away. And this one's a good kick. Mules here. Darius Graham with a catch. He missed a tackle. And he's still on his feet. He is going. Now there's a flag down. He's going to come back. It's going to be a hold.
Well, that was a great
He's still going. He'll score, but it's not going to stand. That's why I'm not getting excited.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, he was stopped in the backfield, John, and I don't think the Mules had to create that hold. I still say Dylan Hall, or make that Darius Graham would have scored either way.
Well, he's lightning fast. It's a little hard to tell down there. Might have been a block in the back. I'm not sure if it would have change the outcome of the play or not, but there was definitely a little bit of business.
It's going to be a block in the back. That's going to bring it back. That's a killer right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
Boy.
the Mules, I'm still trying to figure out how Darius Graham was able to break away from the pack. He was stopped about 10 yards after he touched the football.
Oh, Lord. He's lightning fast.
I mean, my goodness, that kid's fast.
You know, we watched Missouri play Memphis Saturday, and Luther Burden, you know, he's at a whole other level. And it's similar to what Darius does on a high school field. He's moving way faster than everybody else. Looks like everybody else is in slow motion.
So now the Mules will have it 1st and 10, 35-yard line. We'll see how the Mules are able to react. Pass outside to Romeo Wantor. He is going to fight for some yardage out to about the 40-yard line. We'll see where they mark him down. They're going to give him about the 41, so a gain of nearly 6 yards. No, they're going to say the 40. They're going to go ahead and mark him back to the 40 now, so a 5-yard gain instead.
Yeah, Romeo's really come along this year as well.
2nd down and 5. So 2nd down. And there we go as Colin McBride tries to bounce outside, and boy, he's going to be taken down. DJ Cox. DJ Cox that time in the backfield. He'll lose some yardage on that play, and that play has not been there so far tonight. They're going to lose about 3 yards on the carry that time. 3rd down and 8. So now the Mules here tonight on 3rd down conversions. We are 1 out of 2 so far tonight. You know who's tuning in tonight, John?
Let's hear it, Frankie.
First-time listener. My wife, Pam, is tuning in.
Aha.
So now, Jay Edmondson slips on the turf, and you called it earlier. It's a little bit slick down there. It's an older turf. And Edmondson is going to pick up a couple of yards out to about the 42-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th down and about long 3, short 4. And we're going to see Colton Palma. He is going to come out, and he will once again kick the football for the Mules.
Yeah, one thing about getting here early, and we went down on the field and walked around a little bit, talked to the coach, and it's definitely not the ideal playing surface for sure.
Cape Central right now, they are leading Farmington at 7-0 with 3:31 to play there in the first quarter. And we're going to get a timeout called by
Poplar Bluff.
Yep, Poplar Bluff takes a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back with them. Our timeouts here this season all being brought to you by First Choice Insurance. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
School is in session, and your friends at Larry Hillis would like to take a moment to remind motorists to look out for school buses when making their commutes. Remember to stop when the bus has flashing red lights and extends its stop sign. And do not pass until the flashing lights and warning signals are turned off. Also, never pass on the right side of the bus where children enter or exit. Let's make school bus safety a priority. At Larry Hillis, we love our mules.
So we are back here following the timeout called by the Mules, and tomorrow, 2003 class reunion, John.
Hey, Frankie, I got to give a shout-out to a couple of good old class of 90 boys. My man Alan King and Eric Arnold out having a couple of beverages, watching the game.
Oh, we got an offsides coming, I believe, against Fox. And if it's offsides, the Mules will have a 1st down. And it is. It's going to be against the Fox Warriors, and that changes everything. That'll be a Larry Hillis Dodge, 1st down for Poplar Bluff.
That's a good luck charm, Eric Arnold and Alan King. Got to throw it in there.
I was going to say my wife Pam was the good luck charm, but maybe not.
Saying.
I mean, I don't know.
That goes without saying, Frankie.
I'm just trying to stay out of the doghouse, you know.
Hey, you got to have the key to a doghouse is just have a nice doghouse. You just got to have a nice one.
Listen, I've been in the doghouse for 16 years now.
You get used to it
You
after a
get
while.
used to it after a while. You're
Get
right.
you a good dog.
What I
and a
want to know
reasonable
is
house.
how is your side of the booth? You've got nothing there. You've got a set of keys, a cell phone, and some papers. Where I'm sitting, I've got 2 different screens I'm looking at.
It looks like some kind of space shuttle deal from 1986
Telling you what,
up here.
1st and 10 now. The Mules, low snap, going to be a handoff. Hightower, and he's going to
Flag.
get to about the 50, but there is a flag down.
Yeah,
and
hold.
boy, I tell you what, the Mules so far, they have been flag happy. It's been a lot of penalties here in the first half, rather. And this one is going to get backed up. So the Mules, and it's going to be an official's timeout here. Our broadcast tonight being brought to you by our good friends at First Midwest Bank, Scott Law Group, LLC, Kevin's Auto Repair. Our good friends at Kevin's Auto Repair, also being brought to you by PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, an injury player, by the way, for Fox. That is why we have the timeout. Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next to them. Also being brought to you by Russians Towing, our good friends at Baldwin Toyota, First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist. Also being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson, Warren, and Holt Legal Services, Maverick Glass, and being brought to you by Senator Jason Bean, proud supporters of the Poplar Bluff Mules. All right, looking ahead now. Tim, if you don't mind, put that trivia question back up on the screen for us. The Poplar Bluff Mules faced Fox twice last season. The injured player, by the way, was number 55, Hunter Naylor. Good news is he is walking back on his own power. I was going to say, what I want to know is which Mules receiver recorded over 100 receiving yards in both games. Was it Chris Matlock, Darius Graham, Jaredon Young, or Romeo Wantor? So the Mules will have it after that penalty. It is 1st down and 20. Edmondson rolling outside. He's got a man there, Darius Graham, and he'll get near the 45-yard line. So about an 8-yard gain that time.
Number 12.
And we'll see where they mark him down right at the 45-yard line. 2nd down and about 12.
I'll say it, Frankie, this is a hard game to watch. It's been a slugfest, man, defense.
It really has so far. No score at this point. 7:15 to go here in the first half. Remember, the Mules got the football first. Mules going to go down deep. They've got a man there. They've got a man. And Darius Graham is going to score.
Game got better.
And that was Romeo Wantor, not Darius Graham. That was Romeo Wantor with the catch. And the Mules are on the board. And they are a Patriot Auto Glass extra point away from a 7-point lead. So Romeo Wantor gets down the sideline, 55 yards on the touchdown. Colton Palma coming out for the extra point. Jay Edmondson, the holder. And now the Mules can make this a 7-point game. So now the Mules lining up. There's the booms. There's those firework emojis coming in on social media. Boy, that took a long time to score, too.
Oh, it sure did, but nice to get it when you do.
Here's the extra point. It is up, and it is good. And the Mules, a Patriot Auto Glass extra point. And the Mules now lead 7-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Mules going 55 yards on the pass by Jay Edmondson. Edmondson, his 8th touchdown pass of the season. He's got 8 interceptions as well. for Romeo Waltor. That'll be touchdown number 3, and the Mules that now lead 7-0. By the way, we've got some scores to go over. Right now, Jackson leading Sikeston 14-0, and Cape Central 14-0 over Farmington, and we need that score to hold. That's what we need. Welcome back, Hunter Clifford, as he kicks off. Oh, they drop it, and Aiden Smith has just got a fall on it. Bad break for the Warriors. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. I better give the Mules the extra point there, or I may get banned from doing ball games ever again.
That's right. Sorry, Frankie. You'll be walking home.
I guess I will. So Aiden Smith had to fall on it, and Fox will have it on the 26-yard line. So Mules get off 2. They are on the board now, finally. And now we'll see what the Mules can do with it here, leading at 7-0. So now a handoff. So for the first time, Chandler Price with a ball carry. And he is going to get out across the 30-yard line to about the 31, so a gain of 5 yards that time. Jay Edmondson here on the night. He is 6 out of 8, 103 yards. He's got the 1 touchdown. And he's got the 1 interception so far tonight. The Mules have been penalized 5 times already in this first half, John, for 45 yards.
That's something. It really is something.
So now the Mules defense back out. Another handoff. This time to Westerhold, I believe.
Flag.
There's a flag down.
Man,
I'll tell you what. We're going to give away an Academy Sports gift card coming up in the second half. I might give away some of these official flags, too.
They're going to need to change them out of the half. These flags are getting kind of frayed.
I'll tell you what, we've got a foul on the play here. We'll see who it's going to be against. Now, yeah, it's going to be against the Mules, I believe. Yep, it's going to be against the Mules.
So we don't like to see that.
First down.
Hey, first down.
So it's going to be a first down here for the Warriors.
1st and 10 Warriors on their own 42-yard line.
So the Mules, it's going to be on the 42-yard line, first down. And now it's going to be Aiden Smith with the handoff, or with the carry that time. And he's not going to get any yardage on the play. I thought maybe he was going to get a yard of forward progress, but I don't believe he did. Yeah, I think he did. So they are going to give him a yard of forward progress. I thought so. 2nd down and about 9. So 2nd down and 9. Oh, I tell you what, Stacy, it's getting almost close for those chicken and dumplings. Not quite just yet. Kind of hot right now. We started at 84 degrees. Maybe next week would be the time. Good job once again. J.J. Westerhold with the carry. The Mules not taking this line down at Landon Park that time in on the tackle. And they're going to mark him down all the way to the 48-yard line. It's 3rd down and about 4. Thank you, Miss Amy. David Johnson says our Mules chain gang is watching tonight.
The chain
so you
gang,
better
yeah.
you better be on your best behavior, John. They may cancel you by tomorrow.
They're probably still tired from last week.
Tell you what, they did an awful lot of running for sure. Going to be another handoff, and this one's going to be enough for a first down. Aiden Smith breaks away, and he is still on his feet. And he is going to get some massive yards all the way inside the 25 as he is able to break away from the pack. Darius Graham brought him down, but not before he picks up a ton of yards just outside the red zone on the 25. That is a 27-yard gain by Aiden Smith.
The hard way.
Yes, he did, and now we're going to get a whistle and a timeout called by the Mules. They're going to have one timeout remaining. We will step away for 30 seconds. It is a first-choice insurance timeout. Mules lead at 7-0 with 4:24 to go in the first half. You're watching and listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
At last check, it was Cape Central over Farmington. The Mules right now, they lead at 7-0, 4:24 to go. But right now, the Fox Warriors are starting to drive. Once again, J.J. Westerhold at that time. He's going to get a few yards. Still not inside the red zone. Just outside, but about a 3-yard pickup. So J.J. Westerhold going to bring up about second down and about 7. Just outside the red zone. Boy, the Mules defense. How big would that be right now for a big time stop? David Carroll is tuning in. Glad to have you alongside, David. Mules up 7-0. Another running play this time, and this time, boy, he's able to get some good yards. This time, Chandler Price is going to get inside. There's a flag down. So we'll see. Believe it's going to be against the Warriors. They're backing up a little bit. So it's going to be a hold against the Warriors, and that's good news for the Mules. You all right, John? You seem a little bit tired. You seem a little bit quiet tonight.
I'm thinking the maybe offensive player, defensive player of the game will be the referees. I mean, they're going to go 300 yards on penalties before this is over.
So second down and about 14. So let's ask a question as Becky Hicks is tuning in. Is Mizzou going to beat Vanderbilt tomorrow?
I'll tell you, Frankie, that's a risky. For any Mizzou fan.
That's going into Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that's for a Mizzou fan, that's a dangerous game.
So now they've got a new quarterback. Oh, they pitch it outside. Aiden Smith. Smith now cuts back up, and he is not going to get much. Good job by Connor Stevens, Darius Graham, Romeo Wantor, Logan Height, all in on the tackle. Mules saw that play develop there, John, and he's only going to get to about the 24.
Yeah, no kidding. But I will say that I think this year the Tigers are in a position they're not going to have that weird Mizzou kind of game tomorrow. Knock on wood. My in-laws are all Tennessee people, so they call Vanderbilt instead of Commodores. They are the Commoders.
The Commoders.
So the Vanderbilt Commoders.
I'll tell you what, Mizzou ranked in the top 25, and if any team can beat them right now, you hope it's not Vanderbilt.
That's true.
Going to get a whistle here. I believe it's going to be a timeout here. Going to be a timeout called. If it is a timeout, nope, they threw the flag. They're picking it up. It's going to be a timeout called instead. There it is. Timeout by the Fox Warriors. They'll have 2 left. So let's break it down. David Hadley says Commodores. I think he's going. Are you going for Vanderbilt, David? John may rip this headset off and come to Farmington tonight. So tonight, our first half stats. Let's talk about them here. And right now the Mules have 126 of total yardage so far in the first half. The Warriors have 108 yards. So far tonight on the ground, Edmondson, he's got 5 carries, 29 yards. He is averaging here tonight about 4 yards a carry. Logan Height, 1 carry, 11 yards. McBride, 3 carries, 3 yards. And the damage tonight to Romeo Wantor, 55-yard touchdown. He's already got 91 yards of receiving through 4 catches in the first half. And that's about it. The Mules right now, they have been penalized. 6 times for 50 yards. Right now, the Warriors 5 penalties for 35 yards so far. We've got that trivia question out there as well. We'll give you the answer coming up. And they're going to throw it over the middle, incomplete. And that's a great job defensively by the Mules. Darius Graham, also Hunter Clifford as well. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about 9. I can't imagine they're going to go for it here. Kyle Gast was the intended target, or yes, they're going to go for it rather, on the 24-yard line. I was going to say I can't imagine them kicking a field goal, but they're going to go for it here. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'll get you that in just a moment. They're going to go outside with it. Mules. Oh, Aiden Smith is still on his feet, and I believe he's got a first down, John.
Oh, second, third effort. Man, that kid's hard to get down.
Aiden Smith buries his way in for a first down, and he'll be inside at the 15-yard line to the 13-yard line. 11-yard gain, and now the Mules are backed up on their heels. 2:12 to go here in the first half. Mr. Hadley, John says, if you want to meet him at the Farmington Walmart after the game, he'll meet you for a serious rock, paper, scissors battle over Vandy and Mizzou tomorrow.
That seems reasonable.
Price, oh, he's going to go upfield. Yeah. He's going to score. Boy, that was a great hole that just opened up. And that is 6 points by the Fox Warriors. Chandler Price goes 13 yards, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game, or 1 point away from a tie ball game, rather. So Caden Keister is going to come in for the extra point. DJ says, John, you don't want any of that challenge. That rock, paper, scissors, I tell you.
I think my days of meeting people in the Farmington Walmart parking lot are hopefully over.
So this one is up and good, and it is a tie ball game. We'll step away for 30 seconds. We've got ourselves a tie ball game on the Mules Radio Network, presented by our good friends Southeast Sign and Graphics. We're back in 30 seconds.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is a 2023 Toyota RAV4. Grab your teammates for the ultimate ride. The 2023 Toyota RAV4 offers a spacious interior and configurable cargo space. Now you can carry all your gear for the big game.
That's right. And with the RAV4's all-wheel drive technology, you can effortlessly tackle any terrain.
Get in the game and visit Baldwin Toyota and experience the 2023 Toyota RAV4 for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
So Fox on a critical 4th down and 9. They converted. They pick up 11 yards. And then the very next play, they're able to go in and score the touchdown. And just like that, John, everything has changed a little bit. And for Poplar Bluff, they will have about 1:51 left to go in the first half to try to come up with some points. And tell you what, the Mules right now, they've got 1 timeout remaining.
They'd like to have those timeouts. Fox gets the ball after half. So, it'd be nice to get some points here.
Absolutely. Good kickoff that time. Hightower is still on his feet. He's going to be wrapped up near the 35.
Number 25, Drew Privish, and number 39, J.J. Westerhold.
So the Mules now are going to have it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now, near the 35, maybe out to the 37-yard line. So the Mules are going to have to go the distance here. 63 yards for the touchdown, possibly. At last check, it was Cape Central 14-0. 14-0 over. Mary Faust is tuning in tonight to Mules football. Jay Edmondson He's going to keep it himself and gets out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That's a smart play by Mr. Edmondson as he picks up nearly 5 on the carry. He stops the clock with 1:37 to go here in the first half. Boy, he was able to scramble for out to the 42-yard line, so a 5-yard pickup. Mules still have the 1 timeout, by the way. Coming up at halftime, we'll break it all down for you. I think John Scott, by the way, is going to do a song and dance for you.
Working on my routine.
He has all day long. Edmondson thought about running with it. Instead, he'll throw it, and it'll be short of a first down. Romeo Wantor with the catch, and he'll get it out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Mules wasting no time. It's 3rd down and 1. 1:14 to go here in the first half. Edmondson, he is going to get his way outside, and he's got a first down, steps out of bounds. A Larry Hillis Dodge first down. No flags on the play, and he'll be marked shy of the 50-yard line to about the 49. So the Mules will have a first down. Clock stops with 1:08 to go here in the first half. Man, we're already at 60 shares here in the first half here, John.
There we go.
People want to see or hear you sing. If you want to hear
I've
John sing a song, share the video feed. Let us know about it. He's going to sing some Taylor Swift coming up at halftime.
Sir.
Edmondson, he's looking to throw inside the pocket. Good, clean pocket. Throwing on the run. Yes, sir. Hunter Clifford with another Larry Hillis Dodge first down, and he gets out of bounds with 1 minute to go here in the first half. Welcome back, Hunter Clifford. And he is down to the 36-yard line of the Fox Warriors. That was a great job by the Mules offensive line, creating the space, more importantly, giving Edmondson some time.
Yeah, and the way they're calling their plays is so much better now. Jay's not having to run over to the side. He's got time. They're sending it in. I see Coach Jefferson over there. He's got the white gloves. Looks like a maestro over there with his gloves.
1 minute to go here in the first half. Mules trying to regain the lead over Fox. Mules here. Edmondson once again flushed outside. Good job by the Mules, and this one is going to be incomplete. Mules wanted a flag thrown. I don't see a flag on the play. It's going to be incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Speaking of Jefferson, I got to give a shout out to Ralph Jefferson. Saw him today. He mentioned he'd be tuning in tonight, providing in his retirement, providing security at the courthouse, much needed security at the courthouse.
Absolutely. Ralph Jefferson is a good friend of mine.
Oh, always smiling, always with
smiling.
a positive comment. Good guy.
Yes, he is. So now Jay Edmondson again, a laser shot in there, and this time it is completed to Darius Graham. That was a rocket shot that time.
Clock running.
Clock is still ticking down to 38 seconds. Mules still have a timeout. Down to the 28-yard line. 3rd down and about 2. Edmondson bounces outside. He throws on the run. Graham again. Tippy toes along the outside. Steps out of bounds with 24 seconds left in the first half. And that'll be a Larry Hillis Dodge first down. And the Mules now have it inside the Baldwin Toyota red zone on the 12-yard line. 16-yard gain.
Well, Darius Graham, man, an athlete. Just you can't teach that kind of effort right there. Wow.
My man O.T. Moss is tuning in tonight. Glad to see him tuning in. Mules have it now. Plenty of time. They've got a timeout. They've got a man. It's Darius Graham. Graham is not going to get to the end zone.
Got to burn that timeout.
And they're going to have to burn that timeout. Yes, they are. It'll be all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Mules are going to burn their final timeout here in the first half, presented by First Choice Insurance. This time around with 15.5 seconds left to go. Let's go ahead and stay right here, and we're going to break down as Cassie Montgomery says she loves those Larry Hillis Dodge first downs.
Oh, can't get enough of them, Frankie.
So what Taylor Swift song will you grace us with if the Mules get a touchdown here before halftime?
Now, if you know I'm a bona fide Swiftie, Frankie.
I believe the IRS wants to talk to you because you sold some tickets.
Hey, they want to talk to me. It'll be about buying tickets. It's going to be about selling tickets.
Gotcha. Okay.
We can talk about a little Tay-Tay if you want.
There's a what?
Little Tay-Tay.
Okay, little Tay-Tay. Yeah, whatever.
I got glitter. I got glitter in your truck, man. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Your wife's going to start asking questions. You got glitter in your truck, Frankie.
Poplar Bluff played Fox twice in the 2022 season. They went 2-0. What I want to know is which Mules receiver recorded over 100 yards receiving in both games. Was it Chris Matlock, Darius Graham, Jaredon Young, or Romeo Wantor? Here we go now. 15 and a half seconds following the timeout. We're going toward the end zone. This one is incomplete. It was intended for Romeo Wantor. It's going to bring up third down and about 3. Obviously, we're going to go for it here. Brandy Alcorn says, let's go Mules. You got it. Absolutely. Mules trying to break a 7-7 tie. 10.9 seconds left here in the first half. Mary Faust is tuning in. Glad to have her alongside. Man, she does a great job at running the manor. Does a phenomenal job. So now here we go now. Third down and 3. It's 4-down territory. Mules are out of timeouts. There you go.
Touchdown.
And this time it is a touchdown. Romeo Wantor with the catch.
Yes, sir.
He has been on fire tonight. And the Mules are a Patriot Auto Glass extra point away from leading by 7. There you go. As Jay Edmondson, as he runs down the football field and he gets his Mules with the lead.
A minute, what was it, a minute and 10 seconds?
A minute and 15 to be exact. Colton Palma comes up for the extra point.
One timeout and pull that off.
One timeout. Darius Graham tippy-toed along the outside to make that happen. It is up and it is good. And the Mules, they lead 14-7. We're back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. John Scott's going to shake coming up at halftime with the Mules with a big score before halftime, 14-7. Casey Proctor loves what he sees, and he says if you start singing, he's turning you off at halftime.
I'm surprised that old man's still awake.
Oh, he's getting ready for the reunion tomorrow night. Gotta get that, what do you call it, the stamina built up.
That's what it is, yeah.
Usually this time of night, minus ball games, I'm already sitting in the recliner getting ready to go to bed. So the Mules lead 14-7. Man, we're having a great time. Right below the ball comes loose. And Fox is able to fall on top of it. Boy, good heads up there by the Warriors. As Chandler Price is able to literally just fall on top of it. And that will probably end the half with 1.2 seconds left. Mules are going to go in, barring something catastrophic for the Mules. They will go into halftime with a 7-point lead. That last drive by Jay Edmondson, it's amazing from week 1 to week 6 how he has grown up here tonight, John, or grown up all season long.
Oh, yeah.
His confidence has been through the roof. So there it is, halftime, and we've got a lot going on. Terry Bratcher is tuning in tonight. Glad to have you alongside. We're going to give away a grill coming up toward the end of halftime. Don't forget, coming up next half, we're going to give away a gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors worth $100 So we've got that going on. We're going to break down the first half. Before we get into halftime, John, tell you what, a very close ball game, 14-7. Fox, very game here tonight on their home turf. They need a win here tonight as well, and they know what they've got at stake. And right now, they are giving it to the Mules and then some. Hats off to head coach Brent Tinker and the guys at Fox for giving all the Mules all they want and then some.
Yeah, no kidding, Frankie. It's evenly matched teams. Good game tonight, but I like the Mules. I think they've really been tough tonight, and it's been a culmination of their last several games. And that last drive, man, you know, a minute 15, one timeout, a lot of poise. You know, the boys are starting to believe that they can do this, that they can score, and they're understanding the effort that it takes, and you see that. So, yeah, I like where we are going into halftime. We got to make a few adjustments and come out second half and take care of business.
Butler County prosecutor Casey Proctor tells me he's going to shake other things at halftime while you sing your debut here tonight.
I'm sure he will.
I'm telling you what, great crowd here tonight on Facebook, and I want to give a shout-out to the folks here in the press box at Fox High School. They've been very accommodating, and they took us in. They let us take up all this amazing room here in this press box on the home side, and we appreciate them.
Oh, yeah, and there's a nice press box. You know, I kid around about how dangerous it is going up the ladder to get on the roof of this. Here it's really nice. They've got an actual staircase. We're not up there, but they've got a nice staircase, carpeted floor, nice press box, absolutely.
They said if you start singing, though, you're going to go up on the roof the rest of the game.
There's nowhere else to sing other than on the roof, Frankie. Sing it from the rooftops, Frankie.
We're going to go to timeout. We're going to come back. We'll break it all down. Mules lead 14-7. Coming up in 4 minutes, we will have our halftime presented by PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Mules up 14-7 at halftime. You're watching and listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Did you know that 60% of Americans don't have a last will and testament? At Scott Law Firm, we understand that planning for the future can be difficult, but it's important to have a plan in place, no matter the size of your estate. Don't leave your legacy to chance. Call Scott Law Firm.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
School is in session, and your friends at Larry Hillis would like to take a moment to remind motorists to look out for school buses when making their commutes. Remember to stop when the bus has flashing red lights and extends its stop sign. And do not pass until the flashing lights and warning signals are turned off. Also, never pass on the right side of the bus where children enter or exit. Let's make school bus safety a priority. At Larry Hillis, we love our mules.
All right, so we are back here in Fox High School in Arnold, Missouri, and the Mules are right now with a 7-point lead. And I guess, John, the folks, they want to hear you sing. You're standing up. You're loosening up the old vocal cords. Something you want to tell me?
Well, I was stretching out, Frankie, but unfortunately I feel a little tickle down in there on my vocal cords. And my doctors have told me I shouldn't sing. I wouldn't mess up my career, you know.
I didn't know that you were like a big Taylor Swift, Tay-Tay as you call it. That's your nickname, Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay. Well, I'll tell you, Frankie,
I've never heard of that before.
Didn't know much about Taylor Swift, but when these tickets came around when she was on her tour.
And the IRS called you already.
It became a thing, you know, and like people got all excited about it. So I did actually go to a show, and I will say that it's quite a thing, Frankie. It really is.
Can I make your day real quick? Just found out that Jackson right now, they are leading Sykeston 35-0 at halftime. But the big story right now, Cape Central 20-0 over Farmington. That game is at halftime. And remember, last week Jackson shut out Cape 50-0. Right now, they are doing that to Farmington. We need that score to hold. Meanwhile, back on the ranch, we need the Mules to pick up a win tonight over Fox as well. And it's a must-win for the Mules. And right now, they're in the driver's seat at Cape Central. They are doing their part as well. All right, not much scoring going on tonight so far. Romeo Wantor back in the second quarter. He caught an amazing pass from Jay Edmondson, 55 yards, 7-0 Mules lead at that time. And then a few moments later, with 1:51 to go before halftime, it was Chandler Price, a 13-yard run. Remember, the run before that was Aiden Smith. He went 11 yards on 4th down and 9 to set that play up. And then with only 6 seconds to go before halftime, it was Romeo Wantor receiving a 5-yard pass from Jay Edmondson to give the Mules a 14-7 lead. Mules, if you remember, back on the first drive, Mules threw an interception. It is the only turnover right now that the Mules have had. But then a few moments later, Fox returns the favor to the Mules in a big fumble rather, and Lincoln Warren able to scoop up that fumble, giving the Mules the ball right back. The Mules did not score at all in the first quarter, nor did Fox, and the Mules picked up 14 points in the second quarter. Fox picks up 7. Right now, total yardage here, John, in the first half, the Mules have 189. Meanwhile, Fox with 132.
Well, the referees have 350. Hard game to watch, grind it out, kind of slugfest, like where we are to finally get that score at the end of the first half. But kind of an ugly game. We had a few high snaps and some penalties. Other than that, I think the teams played pretty well. Defensively, late in the first half, I felt like we lost our focus just a little bit, and I'm sure coaches will get them dialed back into the halftime to come out and make those adjustments. We need to stop the run. If we can get a couple of score lead on this team, it'll be really hard for them to come back. They're not real flashy. They're not going to pass the ball much. It's going to take them a long time to score, I think. It looked like that in the first half at least. So if we can get another score, get a stop, get a score, then we can be comfortable, I think, in the game.
Mules have had 12 carries so far in the first half for 32 yards. Fox, meanwhile, 22 carries for 122. The Mules, though, offensively through the air, 12 of 16, 157. Meanwhile, Fox is 1 out of 3, just 10 yards so far in the first half passing-wise. The Mules with 1 turnover. Fox, they've got 1 turnover. They've got 1 fumble so far. Penalty yards, as you were talking about, before we do that real fast, the Mules have 10 first downs. Fox with 8. Also, time of possession, very critical, kind of evenly matched. Fox right now in that category, 12 minutes and 22 seconds. Meanwhile, the Mules, 11 minutes, 38 seconds. Third down conversions. This one's a big one. The Mules right now, 4 out of 6. Fox is 2 out of 3. Fourth down, Mules have not had a fourth down conversion yet. They're 0 for 0. and the Warriors are 1 for 1. They had it 4th and 9 inside the red zone, would eventually go in and score. But penalties has been the flavor of the first half. Right now, Fox, 5 penalties, 35 yards. Mules have 6 penalties for 50 yards. And let's go ahead and break down the actual individual numbers here. So far, Chandler Underwood, he is 1 for 2 so far with 10 yards through the air. Chandler Price is 0 for 1 on the through the air rather. Only Jude Pribish with 1 catch, 10 yards, and that is it. It's been the ground game so far. It's been led by Aiden Smith, 11 carries, 68 yards. He is his longest so far, 27 yards so far in the first half. He is averaging just under 11 yards per carry. Also tonight, you've got Chandler Price, 2 carries, 18 yards. You've got J.J. Westerhold, 4 carries, 16 yards. Cameron Underwood, 1 carry, 11 yards. And Jude Pribish, he's got 3 carries for 9 yards. Those are the numbers right there by Fox. Any number that stands out to you so far in the first half by the Warriors here, John?
Yeah, it's the rushing yards, it's that getting around the end. Yards after first contact. We saw that guy get a lot of yards after we either missed a tackle or somebody was hanging off one of his legs. Hard guy to get down. He had first down there when they scored. At 4th and 9 or whatever it was, that kid just kept on going. It's be a good film for the kids to watch and see what kind of effort after initial contact that they can do. But I feel like we can play with this team, and clearly we are so far. And I think second half, want to keep, like you said earlier, keep our defense off the field, keep our offense on the field, and we should be good to go for the rest of the game. They're going to have to key off of that run and maybe bend but don't break. No big plays, and we should be good to go.
Like we have talked about pretty much all season for the Mules here tonight, they are getting it done, but it's been pretty much through the air. Let's talk about the ground game right now. Edmondson, 7 carries, 38 yards. He's got an 11-yard run, his longest so far the first half. You've got Colin McBride at 3 carries for 3 yards, and Logan Hype, 1 carry, 11 yards, and that is it so far.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at the stats for the season. We really don't have much of a running game. Of course, that run that Logan Hyde had tonight was an excellent 11 yards right up the gut, and we absolutely needed it. But we basically, it's quarterback keep, and Jay does an excellent job scrambling, picking up some yards. Always a little worrisome when your quarterback's out there running, getting tackled. You're afraid you might get injured, tweak something. But we're just a passing team, and it's really nice to have the luxury of some of our receivers, especially Romeo, of course, and Darius, of course, and a couple other kids out there that can catch the ball. And so when you've got those kind of athletes down the field, it's pretty easy to be a pass-heavy offense and be okay. But that is one area that it would be nice to have a little bit more of a run game just to loosen up that defense a little bit in the secondary.
And here tonight, through the air, Jay Edmondson, 12 of 16 so far, 157, 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. And Romeo Wantor right now, 6 catches, 100 yards, and 2 touchdown catches so far in this ball game. Darius Graham, 4 catches, 39 yards. Hunter Clifford had a big catch earlier in the second quarter, 1 catch for 14 yards. And then Dylan Hall, 1 catch for 4 yards. And that is it. That is the numbers so far in the first half. Jackson right now just scores again. They now lead Sykeston 42-0. That game is going into halftime. Cape Central, they are leading right now 20-0 at halftime. And we lead 14-7 here at the half. Are you ready to give away this Outdoor Gourmet Kettle Grill, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors? A little bit of barbecue char on it. John's been using it all week, folks.
A little bit of hot dog grease, but hey, that's good. Seasoning.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the question one more time on the screen. And what I need from you is I need the answer, the right answer. Make sure hit that share button. By the way, on a side note, we are already sitting at 63 shares in the first half, John. And something tells me that number is only going to go up second half, and I'll tell you why. I've got a gift card for $100 that we're going to give away courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors next half. And we want you to keep sharing this video, keep tuning in, and wait for that second half question. There it is on the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to break. We're going to come back, and we will get you the answer, and we're going to pick a winner coming up when we come back live. The Mules right now, they lead at halftime 14-7. The answer and the winner is coming up in about 30 seconds. You're watching and listening to Mules football. It is halftime, 14-7. Mules lead. It's all being brought to you by PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. This is the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screening, appointments, and online scheduling. We make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
All right, so here we go. It is now time to give away this grill courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. Appreciate that, Tim. Tim hands me a winner. He's in the next booth over. I have no idea. There it is. All right, so there's the question for those of you tuning in on the radio. Poplar Bluff, they played Fox twice in the 2022 football season. Which Mules receiver recorded over 100 receiving yards in both games? Was it Chris Matlock, Darius Graham, Jaredon Young, or was it Romeo Wantor? Before we give you the answer, I will tell you, at first, John did not know the right answer, but you eventually came around. You guessed 4 times and eventually got it right. Oh, my bad. Hang on. There you go.
I had to phone a friend on that deal. Oh, actually, this is one I actually knew. Once I got my bearings on what class we were talking about, which was my son's class, then I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember this.
Gotcha. So, Tim, do you want to hit that answer for me? And the right answer is Chris Matlock. He got 105 yards in week 6, and then where it mattered the most in the quarterfinals in the district tournament, picked up a whopping 182.
Oh, Chris, yeah.
He was a stud.
Always Christopher to me. He grew up with my son. They're good friends and still are. And he always was Christopher. And all of a sudden he became Chris. So he's Christopher to me. But when he caught that slant going across, he had 2 or 3 of those in the season. And he caught it right. He was gone, and there was nobody on the field could even hope to catch him.
So the winner of this grill, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors, it goes to Mary Faust of Poplar Bluff. And I will reach out to Miss Mary following this contest, probably on Sunday or Monday. We'll get to you, Mary, and we will make sure that you get this amazing grill, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors, coming up next week. So be expecting a message from myself or Tim letting you know when you can come up and pick up this awesome grill. All right, so there you go. That is the first half trivia question, but I've got one for you.
Let's hear it.
Now, I don't have a gift to give it away, but I'm going to keep it here for just a moment. We got 2 minutes, and then they'll come out and warm up. So what I want to know, the last time in the postseason in Major League Baseball, John.
Yes.
The last time the St. Louis Cardinals, in the same season, the last time the St. Louis Cardinals, the Boston Red Sox, and the New York Yankees were not in the postseason at the same time was all the way back in 1993. So, who won the World Series in 1993?
Oh, yeah. We talked about this, didn't we?
Oh, I already told you the answer. So
you did.
So you can't answer.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Frankie, I don't remember it anyway.
Oh, you remember.
I remember talking about it.
So I'll just forget about you for a moment, and I'll take it to Facebook and YouTube. Do you know who the winner was in 1993? That was the last time that the St. Louis Cardinals, the New York Yankees, and the Boston Red Sox all failed to make the postseason together was back in 1993.
Hey, Frankie, I got something for you. You want to hear it? I got a scoop. For you.
You got a scoop for me.
Boys swim team. Right?
Boys swim team, all right.
Five Poplar Bluff school records broken today.
Hey, that is amazing news.
200 medley, 200 freestyle, 100 freestyle, 50 freestyle, and 100 breaststroke.
That is awesome.
And I can't see well enough to read all the names. I'm sure it'll get going. But yeah, they're at Mizzou swimming. Long trip, expensive trip, great for the boys to get to go do. And I believe it is true that 5 records were broken today. They'll have to update the board for sure.
Absolutely. And by the way, while we're speaking of big congratulations, this one goes out to our Lady Mules tennis champion, Caitlin Booker. She won yesterday the Class II District 1 singles title for the second straight year, as she won 6-4 and 6-2. As a matter of fact, she did not trail the entire district postseason so far.
And that's in spite of her father's athletic ability that she inherited at least part of. If it wasn't for that, she'd probably be at Wimbledon.
Hey, by the way, real quick, Tony Stoner, she was the first correct person to get that right answer. The question was, back in 1993, that was the last time that the Cardinals, the Yankees, and the Boston Red Sox did not make the postseason in the same year. Who won the World Series? A lot of folks guessing the Atlanta Braves, that they played in the World Series, but the right answer would be Toronto Blue Jays. They were the victorious team over the Atlanta Braves. So Tony Stoner, I'll tell you what, we'll have John serenade you later on. That's your victory. That's your prize right there.
I'm waiting for my doctor clearance.
Okay, I got you. He's waiting for the doctor to clear him. So we're about ready to get ready for the second half, and we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We're going to come right back, and we will have your second half action on the way next. Mules lead 14-7 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is a 2023 Toyota RAV4. Grab your teammates for the ultimate ride. The 2023 Toyota RAV4 offers a spacious interior and configurable cargo space. Now you can carry all your gear for the big game.
That's right. And with the RAV4's all-wheel drive technology, you can effortlessly tackle any terrain.
Get in the game and visit Baldwin Toyota and experience the 2023 Toyota RAV4 for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
All right, so we're getting ready for second half action. I'm Frankie Castile alongside Tim Hicks and John Scott. Our Mules broadcast tonight being brought to you by First Midwest Bank, the Scott Law Group, LLC. Also being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing. Also being brought to you by Baldwin Toyota, First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist. Also being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson Warren and Holt Legal Services, Maverick Glass, and Senator Jason Bean, proud supporters of Mules football. All right, so here we go. We are getting ready now for the second half action, and we can't wait. The Mules are going to be on defense first. So the Mules are going to kick it off for Poplar Bluff. We're going to talk about some college football coming up tomorrow, too. A lot of games. Of course, Vanderbilt, they're the favorites to win against Mizzou. Is that what you said, John?
Anybody who's been a Mizzou fan for very long at all will realize that tomorrow is going to be a stressful day. It's going to be one of those deals that it could be a mess, but I'm faithful, Frankie. Hope is terrible to creep in on
So there's a big kick. It's going to go all the way back inside the 5-yard line, and it's going to be – oh, he's going to fall on it. A mistake by the special teams as Underwood thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, and it did not go out of bounds, and they're saying they think it did, but they're not going to win that appeal. Instead, it'll be 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line. Kind of a special teams mistake there by Fox. And now the Mules defense, they've got them pinned back pretty deep here, John.
Yeah, we like to see that field position game. Now we can't let any big plays here. No penalties. Just shut down the penalties and get the ball back. Maybe get a little fumble down here. How about that, Frank?
The way the ball bounced, I thought I'm like Cam Underwood. I thought it was going to go out of bounds too. I thought it was pushing that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're going to say it did go out of bounds. So they get together. I thought it did, but I wasn't 100% sure. It was on the far side, and the coaching staff, they want an explanation. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 instead of it being the 5-yard line. It'll be now the 35-yard line instead.
I'm not sure how it takes that long to figure out if something went out of bounds. I don't know. What kind of a discussion do you have to have about that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying they're wrong, but I'm just not sure how that could be something to discuss.
So now Fox will have it, and I know Coach Tinker, he is pretty happy now. He'll take that instead of where it would have been on the 5-yard line. Arkansas, by the way, they're going to take on Texas A&M. I like Arkansas in that ball game tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, they need to get a win. They've had a tough schedule and a couple of tough losses.
I don't think it's going to happen, but boy, how cool would it be for Colorado, Deion Sanders' team, to upset USC? It's not going to happen, but it's sure fun to talk about.
I'm not a USC fan. Deion, Coach Prime, he's doing some interesting things.
He is.
Some of it I don't like, but some of it I really do like.
The quarterback keeper, and he's got a hole, and he is still on his feet, and he's going to go out of bounds. Cam Underwood, there's a flag down. Don't get too excited. The flag is near midfield, 2 flags to be exact, and it looks like it's in the area.
Yeah.
Coach Tinker, it's going to go against Fox.
That makes sense why he had so much room.
So that one's going to get brought back. Mules got lucky on that one. That could have been a disastrous first play from scrimmage. Instead, it'll be a hold.
Yeah, sometimes when a guy's got a lot of green, there's a reason for that. And in this case, they were holding at least one of our guys, maybe 2.
So they're going to mark him back to they're going to still gain some positive yards. It's going to be to the 39-yard line. So it's going to bring up 1st down and 6. So 1st down and 6 now.
Need to see Logan Hyatt get back and wreak some havoc right here.
So now 1st down and 6. Mules up by a touchdown. Farmington, they're down 20-0. A little trickaroo. DJ Cox has a man there. It's going to be a good completion. Touchdown. And this one's going to be a touchdown. Yeah. No flags on the play as DJ Cox, the receiver, Orlando Taylor. And that one is all the way to the house. It is a touchdown. Fox Warriors go 61 yards.
Oh, the trick play, it dagger when it works. When it doesn't work, it's a disaster, and that was executed very well.
Yes, it was. Hats off to Coach Tinker. And now Keister comes on for the extra point. He is 1 for 1 so far tonight. So Keister now can tie the football game. It's a line drive, and no good. It's a line drive. It goes wide left. So it's not going to go in. The Mules still come away with at least a 1-point lead. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to our next trivia question since we had a score. We'll have Tim put that on the screen for you. Here it is. I know we don't have a shutout right now, but what I want to know, when was the last season in which the Mules defense had 2 consecutive shutouts? Was it 1995, 1993, 1991, or 1989. This time, we're giving away a gift card courtesy of $100 from Academy Sports and Outdoors. Here's the deal. Got to make sure to win this gift card, you got to share the video. And we would love to get to 100 shares here tonight. We're already at 69. That's a great number. We want to do better than that.
Great number, Frankie. You're right. And hopefully we'll make that 100. Let's do it, people.
All right.
I like that share business.
So let's keep this comments and keep this shares coming in. We're coming up on 300 comments here tonight. That is awesome. So now, following that huge 61-yard touchdown, DJ Cox on the trickery there. Now we'll see what the Mules offense can do. It's going to be basically an onside there. Good job by the Mules. They recover it. So the onside kick, good job by Lincoln Warren, and the Mules have amazing field position here.
Got to make them pay for that. I mean, that's, I get coming out, little trick here, little trick there, but I'm not sure about that call by Fox. We're going to have excellent field position. Just got to go back, score, man. Get it back.
Absolutely. All right, so here we go now. Mules are going to have it. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So the Mules have great field position here. And now the Mules are going to have to make sure they score. Logan Height, he runs into a wall, and he maybe got a yard of forward progress. Maybe a yard. Boy, he is met by a whole host of Fox Warriors there. 2nd down and 9.
Hottie Stranger and Hunter Naylor.
So Mules have it 2nd down and 9.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Mules from the 50-yard line.
By the way, Miss Kathy Sievers is tuning in tonight. Of course, that's Coach Dave Sievers' mother. She is tuning in. Darius Graham with a catch, and he'll have a Larry Hillis Dodge 1st down right here on the near side. So Darius Graham, big gain. And we've got a player down for the Mules, and I believe it's going to be, I can't see the number, but I believe it's Darius.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Darius, and boy, that's not what you want to see.
I'm hoping he's got the win.
That's what I'm hoping it is.
He's not happy, you can tell that.
So the Mules will have it. It'll be a 1st down, but the more important question is Darius Graham. We will break away from there. Good job, Tim, on that.
Frankie, I got to say, last week I had a good opportunity to watch some homecoming stuff and talk to some friends and spend a little time with the Booster Club guys down there, man. They have really, really good merchandise in their truck down there, or whatever their trailer they've got down there, and they have these ceramic cups. I don't know. It's like a coffee mug, but more like a stein that somebody makes. They're really nice.
It's going to be a right leg injury, maybe a knee injury. I don't want to speculate. Just watching Coach Jefferson. The good news is he is walking on his own power. Coach Sievers did not like the way he was taken down. He's talking to the official right now, letting him know about it.
Yeah, he's walking under his own power. That looks good. I think they gave him a little business, after the tackle.
Thinking so.
But anyway, good stuff. These ceramic mugs. Jay Edmond, some friend of Jay's mom's, fires those in a kiln. I won't say exactly where, but in southeast Missouri, and they're really nice.
Got Mason West now coming in as a wide receiver.
I like that.
Mules have 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Derek Burton here on the near side, as Darius Graham will hobble off. And, boy, we're going to watch his condition. Hopefully he is able to come back here tonight. That's a big loss right now for the Mules offense, him not being on the football field.
Yeah, just hope he's okay.
Absolutely.
Whatever it means for the team, I hope he's okay.
So now they're going to go right toward Mason West's direction. He slips and falls. It was going to be Dylan Hall that made the reception. They show blitz, and Hall is able to get a few yards before he slipped.
Lost his footing on that turf.
Tell you what, several Mules players have lost their footing on the turf.
one of those deals where they, it's too much to ask for, but they probably could use some longer cleats. I think longer is the word. Longer
so they're going to say 37-yard line there. So it's a gain of 3 yards, 2nd down and 7. 36-37 this time. They're going to go to the outside. Romeo Wantor, he is going to be close to a first down. He fought for extra yardage. He could have went out of bounds. Instead, he stayed in bounds. And he is going to pick up right about a yard shy of the first down marker. So Romeo Wantor is going to get it down to about the 31. Big gain, 3rd down and 1 coming up. The Mules are 4 out of 6 right now on 3rd down conversions.
Looks like number 4, Mason Nance.
So Mules now coming out 3rd down and 1. They've got Logan Height in the backfield. We know where this ball's going, John.
Yes, indeed.
I'll bet you a sucker is going to go to number 1. There it is. You owe me a sucker. And he's got a first down. Larry Hillis Dodge, first down.
Put it on my tab.
Your tab is already overdue, my friend.
I'm maxed out.
We may leave you here in Fox. I mean, Casey Proctor, he's not going to come pick you up. You're already on your own.
He wouldn't come up here to watch the Mules. He won't go anywhere to watch them.
Well, now, wait a minute. Tomorrow is a class reunion here, John.
I don't care about that. Hey, tomorrow, cross country, Notre Dame and Cape. Watch them suffer. It's going to be hot.
It's going to be warm.
It's going to be hot.
1st and 10 now. Larry Hillis Dodge, first down. Logan Height again with the ball. Misses one tackle. He'll miss another, and he's going to get to near red zone territory.
Look at that effort, Frankie.
Yes, sir.
Logan Height, man, he's one of those kids, gives it all, has a nose for the ball, that kind of effort, the kind of thing you can't teach, and he does it.
2nd down and 5. Absolutely. I tell you what, the reason why that play developed, Landon Park was able to create some space for Logan Height. And this time they're going to fake the run, or they're going to fake it to him, and he is going to get to the 20-yard line. So a gain of 1. And now Jay Edmondson is inside the Baldwin Toyota red zone. He gets 1 yard, and the Mules are in 4-down territory. 3rd down and 4 now. Kathleen Patillo loves what she sees from Mr. Logan Height. Mules are coming over with 3 receivers to the near side. 3rd down coming up here, 3rd down and 4. Edmondson lets it go, and there's a flag that comes in late, and that's going to be pass interference. And that's going to be a first down for the Mules. We'll wait for the official signal.
Yeah, they mugged him.
So the official walks over toward us. We're going to watch his signal. Yes, it is. Pass interference. Mules will have a Larry Hillis Dodge first down.
You know, that was good work by Jay Edmondson on that one as well. He had a blitzer right on him. He had about a second and a half to launch that ball. And he got it away and got the pass interference. Good call.
Yep.
Good effort.
Mules will have it now on the 10-yard line. It'll be a Larry Hillis Dodge first down.
Was that Romeo he was throwing to?
Yes, it was, in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that's offense right there. They're scared of him. They're going to hold him a little bit.
Mules here driving, trying to put more points on the board. They lead 14-13 here in the 3rd. Logan Height with the ball. This one, the ball comes loose. He tried to gain more yards, but no, they're saying he wasn't down. And I believe Fox comes away with it. Fox comes away with the football. Logan Height was trying to fight for more yards, but wait a minute. The officials.
He was down.
I thought they were talking about it.
No, they're showing it.
No, they're showing it's Fox football.
I thought he was down.
I thought his knee was down.
He reached out. He tried to reach out and get another yard.
The officials were getting together. I thought he was down, but I don't know if they're going to win this appeal or not. The officials are talking about it.
I felt like he was down. He reached out. He tried to extend to get another yard. And the ball
I thought that right knee hit the turf.
Yeah, no.
But, I mean, they got a much better view than I do. I'm way up here. They're still talking about it here, John.
Yeah, I mean, the ref signaled it's Fox ball.
It's Fox ball. They're going to give it to Fox.
Yeah, we hate to see that, driving it in.
That's a big turnover there for the Mules.
I get it back right here.
Inside the red zone.
Get it back. just a little too much. I mean, you can't fault any kid for too much effort. He just extended it just a little bit.
So it's going to be inside the 5-yard line all the way down to about the 2. And that is where Fox will take over. 14-13 now. The Mules.
There's a safety right there.
So now Underwood under center. They're going to hand it off. Boy, what a good, it's going to be a fake handoff. He kept it, and he's going to get some yardage. And good tackle there by Clifford. There was no, Clifford made the tackle going out of bounds. Underwood with a huge, huge run. And they're going to get it all the way to about the 32-yard line. That was a big run. Everybody thought he was going to hand the football off, Lincoln Warren included.
That's a 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 32-yard line.
Steve Niederkorn is tuning in, just signing on. He's having trouble hearing. Sorry about that, Steve. So now, once again, they're going to option it outside. Aiden Smith. Smith is going to be tackled, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Mules that time. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Boy, the Mules had an opportunity to punch one in for points and turn the ball over.
Yeah, it's a tough one, Frank, but hey, we get it back.
You know who's suffering the most right now from that
Misty
last
the
play?
dog.
Yeah, you're right. Grandma Jackie tuning in.
Poor Misty.
Probably kicked that dog outside in the cold weather.
The dog's out there sweating.
She's out there howling at the moon right now, trying to get back in. Only way to get in is for a Mules touchdown. This one run right up the gut here. It's going to be J.J. Westerholt there. He's going to pick up around 3 to 4 yards. They're going to say to the 35-yard line. We're giving away a gift card here this half worth $100. Gary tuning in. Miss Loretta Hart loves what she sees by Hunter Clifford. John's been on his phone all night, folks.
Oh, I got a deal.
He's making deals and making plans for the weekend.
We got worldwide people texting in.
Fake handoff this time. They're going to pass it. Oh, it's going to be incomplete.
Nice.
They thought maybe Westerholt could not hold on to it. He is slow to get up, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Got twisted around.
3rd down coming up here. Big audience here tonight. So 3rd down and 7. The Fox Warriors. 4th down and 7, my apologies.
Got you, Frankie.
You got me. They are 1 for 1 on 4th down. They're not going to go for it here. Mule's going to have to back up a little bit. Make sure we don't hit the punter.
Yeah, we don't have Darius back to run this one back, so just get some good field position here.
Fair catch is called by Romeo Wantor. And Wantor now. Mules will have it 1st and 10, about the 31-yard line. 5:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 14-13. Mules trail, or they lead Fox here, only by a point.
I like it.
Let's go ahead and put that question back up on social media. When is the last season in which the Mules defense had 2 consecutive shutouts? 1995, 1993, 1991, or 1989? So there you go. The winner tonight picks up a gift card worth $100. There's a pass outside. Somebody throwing a ball along the outside over there. I thought that was going to be a flag that was going to come in. Romeo Wantor with the catch. And they're going to give him up to about the 38, 39-yard line. So a good gain on 1st down.
Well, Romeo's having a good game, and I swear that kid's grown a couple inches in the last week.
They've got Romeo Wantor. They've got him listed here as about 6'4", more like 6'5" or 6'6". Going to be a handoff this time, and it's going to be close to a 1st down. Colin McBride So Colin McBride is going to pick up a Larry Hillis Dodge first down. He gets just enough.
Good to see Colin getting some carries.
Absolutely. Got 4 yards. He needed 3, picked up 4. By the way, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next Friday, we're going to go to Farmington. That's old John Stomping Grounds there in Farmington.
I think I got a warrant in Farmington.
He's going to meet David Hadley in the parking lot for rock, paper, scissors, I guess. Good job by Dylan Hall. A catch is made as he goes to the turf right at the 50-yard line. I'm going to tell you, between you and David Hadley, rock, paper, scissors, I've got David Hadley all day.
You get me. There's no question about it. I think Farmington, I'll have to ask my homie Brian Taylor. I know he's listening tonight or watching tonight.
Yeah.
Class of 90 guy. We got pulled over, I think it was Farmington, after our, I don't know which class reunion it was. We were on our way to Chicago. After our
when have you not been pulled over?
Well,
That's
I tell
the
you, I was
question.
taking my shoes off.
Gotcha.
I swerved.
Edmondson, he's back to throw. He's got a man deep.
Yes,
He's got him. Yes, sir. Romeo Wantor again. With another big catch. Romeo Wantor gives the Mules a Larry Hillis Dodge first down inside the Baldwin Toyota red zone.
Nice. That was a luxury.
He was wide open, and this time he makes them pay inside the 10-yard line.
Now we got to punch it in, Frankie.
We do.
They need to quit fooling around down there in the red zone.
It's going to go for 43 yards. We've got some Commodore fans on Facebook here tonight. There's going to be a handoff to Logan Height. Height this time, a flag comes in, and I believe it's going to be in the area of a hold. So what's going to happen tomorrow when Mizzou takes on the Commodores? Is that right, John?
My prediction is pain. It's like Mr. T. I don't know who's going to have the pain, but there's going to be pain. Well, I'll tell you, Frankie, though, no kidding, Luther Burden. I've seen a lot of Mizzou guys, and, people argue with me probably. But for a receiver, aside from maybe Jeremy Macklin, of course, DGB was an excellent player, but Burden can run. He's so fast. To see him live in person, so fast.
Tell you what, Mizzou having a great season so far. They're ranked in the top 25. The penalty is going to be against the Mules. Mules had it at the 7-yard line. Now we're going back outside the red zone now. We're going to be moved back at the 22-yard line, 21-yard line.
I don't think Kenny Hostler would throw so many flags as these refs are throwing. They're throwing a lot of flags.
So first and goal now on the 22. By the way, Kansas takes on Texas. That should be a good game. I don't think Kansas has much of a chance at Texas for that one.
I hope not. I don't normally like Texas. But
Michigan takes on Nebraska. Go Wolverines.
Yeah,
Georgia takes on Auburn tomorrow.
Georgia will be all right.
I think Georgia will be fine. Jay Edmondson.
Nice.
He's going to throw. Oh, what a pass. And we've got a player going to be slow to get up on that one. My goodness. Mason West took a shot right when he made the catch.
Good work by Mason West. He's an integral part.
He is.
He can be a real good tool on this team as a receiver.
And he's right back where the Mules had it almost to begin with. Second and goal now near the 8-yard line.
Yeah, I hope Texas. I don't like Texas, but I hope they're going to score up on Kansas, 81-0.
You're not a big Kansas fan, are you?
Not a huge Kansas fan.
Edmondson thought about going to be fake handoff, and this one is going to be nearly intercepted in the end zone.
Woo! Risky.
Very, very risky indeed.
Well, Frankie, how about that K-State game at Mizzou when the thicker kicker hit that 61-yard?
I know, it was crazy.
A lot of Bluff kids were there, stormed the field. That was a good one.
We've got a player down in the end zone for the Fox Warriors, and I believe the player is going to be DJ Cox. Yeah, remember, he did that trickery earlier in the ball game, and boy, he's a huge part of this offense. Coach Tinker going to walk out and check on him. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. We'll come right back. Mules driving inside the 10-yard line. Mules lead 14-13 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
You know, first and foremost, we don't want anybody to be hurt, and DJ Cox, man, he is a very important piece to the offense here of the Fox Warriors, and it's a scary scene right now where he's laying down in the end zone, and I'm not going to speculate as to what the injury could be, but, man, we hope he's okay first and foremost.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Got in an awkward spot, landed very tough. You know, obviously you don't want to see anybody hurt ever playing football. And it was a great effort, kind of a broken play. Jay scrambled around, and right there in the end zone. But he's moving. He's
moving around, which is good. That's some good news. And with
don't
him,
want to startle anybody, but he's moving.
No, absolutely. And he's one of those kids. We was watching him warm up and warm ups, and you tell him this team is 1-4, and he won't believe you. He thinks this team could be 5-0.
Oh, they played some great talent.
Absolutely.
And you can see this is a good team.
It is a good football team.
Yeah.
Very well coached, very well disciplined.
I think he just
trying to see. He's up on it. Well, I thought he was up for a second.
He kind of leaned around. You know, a lot of times, kid lands in a bad way like that, and it's almost. Hopefully, it's just scarier than reality for the player. You know, it takes him a little bit to realize they're not.
Lily Belknap, absolutely. James Sisk is tuning in tonight. Glad to have James alongside. Does a great job for the city of Poplar Bluff, our city planner. Glad to see him tuning in. Bill Williams watching us all the way from Springfield. Glad to have you alongside tonight as well, Bill.
Brian, my friend, Frankie, my friend Brian Taylor confirmed it was our 20-year reunion got pulled over.
20-year reunion. Well, the good news is DJ Cox is walking, being helped off by some of his teammates.
Yeah, he's favoring his left leg, but yeah, good to see him up moving around.
And what's hard to watch is, you know, we had the same thing happen to us with Darius Graham earlier in the football game. With him, what's scary is he's being carried off the football field right now.
He's not putting any weight at all on
and that's just sad to see. I mean, he's been such a huge part of this offense for the Warriors, and you hate to see that. I see some flashlights waving out there in the Mules crowd. Boy, we got a loyal fan base here from Poplar Bluff. They travel very well. Edmondson gets away from one tackle. Trying to get away, and he's going to be taken out of bounds. Boy, nothing opened up for the Mules that time. Nothing opened up. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal now from about the 10-yard line. Do we see Colton Palma come in for a field goal?
Let's see it.
He's coming in. He kicked one last week, 28 yards.
Let's see it.
Let's do it again, big fella. 28-yard field goal attempt.
Put him up 4.
He makes this field goal. John Scott says we're killing the broadcast, folks. We're going to pack it up and go home. Almost at extra point. The field goal coming up here by Colton Palma. Holder is Jay Edmondson. 4th and goal on the 10. Here's the snap. The kick is on the way. It is. You betcha.
Sir.
There you go.
That kid needs to be kicking more field goals.
I'm telling you, makes another one. Give him 3 on the board, and now the Mules lead at 17-13. 27-yard field goal. He hit one last week, 28 yards. This week he hits one for 27. There you go. We're back in 30 seconds. Mules now lead at 17-13. On the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
It is 8:59. We are so glad to have you alongside tonight. For John Scott, I'm Frankie Castile. On the camera, Tim Hicks. And you're listening and watching Mules Football Live. We are live at Fox High School on 93.3 FM, 9:30 a.m. We're also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Great crowd by Poplar Bluff on the away side. Colton Palma, back-to-back weeks of field goals. He makes one, that last one, 27 yards. Cam Underwood, he runs into a brick wall. He does get a good return, going to get out across the 25. And now, very important, the Mules defense can step up and get a big stop up by 4 points.
Yeah, no kidding, Frankie. But I like the field goal. You know, that's a thing I think if I had a young kid wanting to play football, start him out young, get him kicking. Makes all the difference in the world. If you've got a kid can kick a 35-yarder, 40-yarder maybe, like we've had in the past, that changes the game in high school.
Colton Palma, that's a huge thing, all the way out to the 27. So now we'll see what the Mules defense here is able to do with it. Going to be a handoff. This one goes right up the middle, and the Mules not fooled by that run. Good job by Joshua Alcorn, also Lincoln Warren as well. Pribish is going to be the ball carrier. They're going to get it to the 30. Second down and 7. Thelma King is tuning in.
Hey, Miss King, a great lady. Her son, Jeff, class of 90, one of my best friends, the longest friends ever. Miss King was great. She worked up at the high school, and she was a great friendly face to see every day in school.
Speaking of friendly faces, there's a pitch outside. This one goes to Aiden Smith. And, the Mules slip and fall. He's got one man to beat, and he's still going, and he may score. He will.
Ouch.
Or did he fall? No, he did score.
Where's the flag?
There's no flag on the play. I don't see a flag anywhere.
I don't know, but one of our guys was – our guys are all running back.
Is there a flag? I don't see the flag.
I don't see it. He must have thrown it and picked it up already.
I don't know. I don't see it. I guess there's a flag down somewhere because the officials are talking about it.
Our guys are coming back.
I don't see the flag, folks. I'm trying to find it. I don't know where they threw it at. I was just going to say our good buddy Mark Dobbs is tuning in. Sheriff Mark Dobbs, that is. There's a penalty on the flag or the play, but I don't see the flag. It's going to race a huge run. Oh, there it is. It was right there on the 35-yard line in front of the entire Fox bench. That's why we couldn't see it. It was right there near the out-of-bounds area. So that is 2 penalties that's been marked back, one against the Mules on special teams and now one against Fox.
Yeah, no, that was an excellent run, but it makes sense. You know,
it does make sense.
When you hold like that, the guy gets away. But hate it for Fox, Frankie.
Are you being facetious? That's the word of the day. Second down and 17. Glad to see Sheriff Mark Dobbs is a busy man, able to watch a little bit of Mules football here tonight. Back in Butler County, keeping our residents safe. Throwing outside, catch is made to Aiden Smith, and the Mules are all over him. And he maybe got about 6 yards, maybe. There's a flag on the play as well. Another flag comes in. It's going to be a hold against Fox, another penalty. They're going to wave it off. Third down and about 25.
17-yard line.
So now here we go. Mules here. We're going to see what they're able to do here on third down. And they're going to run right up the gut, and they get a lot of it back here. Still going to bring up fourth down, but at least it's not all the way back near the end zone, John.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That was a
good
big run.
defense right there. Get the ball back.
Be fourth down and about 9. So they're going to mark him down near the 25. So fourth and about 12, not fourth and 9. Roger Faith is tuning in. Glad to have you alongside. Roy Lane, one of our first responders, firefighter back in Poplar Bluff, is tuning in as well. Josh Pratt is watching on the Fox sideline on the Big O TV, he says. Mules just fall on it. Romeo Wantor with the catch. And the Mules are going to have it now, 1st and 10 inside the 35. We'll see where they mark him down. Mules football proudly presented by First Midwest Bank, Scott Law Group, LLC, Kevin's Auto Repair. Also being brought to you by Senator Jason Bean, Maverick Glass Air Solutions, and Larry Hillis Dodge.
Air Solutions, I bet they're probably busy today. People calling.
They come out to the house the other day, as a matter of fact.
Well, they'll get on it. They will.
Aaron Moss is tuning in. Let's go Mules. Glad to have you alongside.
Hey, Ron, my man. I call him Hey, Ron, but anyway.
Also, Leslie Sifford is tuning in back in Poplar Bluff. Glad to have Miss Leslie alongside tonight. Big Mules fan she is. So glad that she is tuning in to watch the Mules football. Ooh. There you go, big fella. Logan Height. He buries his way in, and, I mean, he runs right through the defensive line by Fox, and unfortunately, one player slow to get up. Now he pops up, and that'll be good for a Larry Hillis Dodge first down.
Boy, Height, after that fumble, he got mad.
Yes,
now
he
he's
did.
Just running over people.
That's a 12-yard pickup, and he's out to the 45-yard line. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Mules up by 4. We're coming right back. We still got a great gift card to give away worth $100. And John might do a magician's trick coming up as well. You're watching and listening to Mules Football. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember, Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Did you know that 60% of Americans don't have a last will and testament? At Scott Law Firm, we understand that planning for the future can be difficult, but it's important to have a plan in place, no matter the size of your estate. Don't leave your legacy to chance. Call Scott Law Firm.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always
So
worked
here we
hard to
go
provide
now,
the
start
finest
of the
jewelry
fourth
creations
quarter,
and service
and
imaginable.
McBride going to be a fake handoff to McBride. Instead, it is Jay Edmondson. He's going to pick up around 5 yards. He'll get to near midfield. 2nd down and 5 to go. Looking at some of the stats here, Edmondson 10 carries for 42 yards here tonight. Mules are going to try to get it on the ground and run some of this clock.
Run about 5 minutes and punch it in like that.
Now we got flags on the field. I believe it's going to be against the Mules. False start. It is going to be against the Mules. So back them up 5 more yards. So we're right back where we started. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10.
I'm not seeing what they're doing on that, Frank. Is somebody just jumping early? Is that what they're doing, or somebody lined up?
I think so. No, they're jumping.
I can't see well enough. I guess it's a good thing I'm not a ref.
Oh, boy, here's you some numbers to go off of here. At the end of 3 quarters, Jackson over Sykeston, 35 or make that 56-0. Cape Central leading Farmington 35-zip.
Wow.
Oh, nearly. Oh, that was a rocket shot to Romeo Wantor.
Dangerous.
Hit him in the fingertips and was batted around, incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Tom Cash says we need a sustainable drive right now, and more importantly, no penalties.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Romeo Wantor, by the way, 9 catches for 156.
Was having a great game.
Jay Edmondson, 19 of 25, 248, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception tonight. Boy, a great crowd on YouTube here tonight. Big crowd on Facebook as well. Overwhelmed is the key word. Edmondson on the run.
Nice.
And I believe it's going to be caught, I believe. Going to be close to a first down. Yes, it is.
Nice.
Nice catch by Hall.
Oh, yeah, great catch. Strike, strong pass, scrambling. You know, I'll give Jay credit. He can throw the ball. He's got a strong arm. He's on the run. People breathing down his neck. That's not an easy pass.
That was a big 3rd down completion there, all the way to the 45-yard line of the Fox Warriors, and more importantly, that keeps this drive alive, and it keeps the clock a-running. 10:43 to go in the ballgame. Mules up by 4. And now they're going to hand the football off to Colin McBride. McBride puts his shoulder down. He's going to get to about the 41-yard line, so a good gain on 1st down. He'll gain about 4 yards.
Run the clock, no turnovers, no penalties. Tom Cash is right about that.
That's
we don't
right.
need penalties.
We've got that trivia question still hanging out. We're going to give you the answer coming up in the final 3 minutes of the football game, so make sure, hit that share button. Kimberly Smothers, where you been all night, my friend? She is tuning in from Poplar Bluff. We got the 20-year reunion going on back in Bluff tomorrow. They're getting together tonight watching some Mules football. Glad to have them alongside. I graduated back in 03.
Just the other day.
Just the other day. McBride tries to bounce outside. He's got some room. It'll be a Larry Hillis Dodge 1st down.
Good to see McBride getting some yards here, settling in, getting some rhythm.
All the way down to about the 31. His biggest gain of the night. It'll be another Larry Hillis Dodge 1st down. Larry Orton tuning in. Glad to see him alongside from Fairmont, West Virginia. Kimberly's at work tonight. Glad to have you alongside, Kim. John's pretending to work tonight, although I haven't seen him do a whole lot.
This ain't work, Frankie. I'm watching you guys work.
So now Jay Edmondson and company. Boy, the Mules up 17-13, 9:16 to go in the ball game. Another handoff, keeping it on the ground. This time not going to get much. Nothing developed. Maybe a loss on the play a little bit. Nope, they're going to say back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and about 10 to go.
Really need a score here, Frankie. Can't stall out on this.
Well, I tell you what, Kim, I know you missed a lot of the game, but hey, you tuned in at the right time. 8:46 to go in the ball game. 17-13. Mules need a win tonight. No doubt they need this victory. Edmondson now. Mules have 4 wideouts, 2 to the far, 2 to the near. Going to be another handoff. McBride gets a little bit of space, but he's going to get back to the sticks, and that's about it.
They're pretty quick, that horizontal running. It's not working against
We've got a player down for Fox, too, by the way. There's a Warrior down on the play. That's the 3rd one here this half. Cassie Montgomery says, come on, Mules, while we've got a moment. Let's put that trivia question, if you don't mind, Tim, back up on the screen. When's the last season in which the Mules defense had 2 consecutive shutouts? 1995, 1993, 1991, or 1989? There you go. And we're up to 89 shares right now, so let's get to 100. What do you say?
Let's do it, Frankie.
So let's talk about some of these numbers here that we're seeing right now for the Mules. Mules have 336 yards of offense right now. Fox 247. The ground game, Mules have 25 carries for only 78 yards. Meanwhile, Fox, they've got 28 carries for 179. And I think Mark Dobbs had it best earlier on about how we have forgotten about the field goal sometimes. It's become a lost art.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the Mules right now are on at the 31-yard line. By the way, that injured player for the Fox Warriors, by the way, was Landon Ellis, number 31.
Oh, absolutely, Frankie.
I was going to say, if the Mules can figure out a way to get inside the 20, and if we've got to kick a field goal, if we make it, we're up by a touchdown again.
Oh, yeah.
And that's huge.
I think that's an area that if I'm a head coach, I'm going to start poking around the grade school and find somebody. Say, kid, you're going to be my kicker in 10 years.
So now Jay Edmondson, he keeps it himself, and he is going to be short of the first down marker. But here's the question. You're inside the 30-yard line to about the 28. Do you go for it here on fourth down? It'll be about fourth and about 6.
Yeah.
Do you go for it, 4th and 7?
Yeah. I think you do.
So now the Mules, they're going to stay out there. Big fourth down coming up.
And you know what? You go for the end zone right here.
Yes, you do.
It'd be nice to have Darius right here.
Mules on fourth down this season. We are 6 of 12. Jay Edmondson gets out. He's got some space. He's got a first down and then some. Still going inside the 10.
Nice.
It is a Larry Hillis Dodge first down. Gutsy call on fourth down. And much like when Fox did it to us, Edmondson does it to them.
Very similar, same end of the field, similar play. Nice.
All the way down to the 9-yard line, the Baldwin Toyota red zone. And now the Mules, they've got to come away with points. 7:21 to go in the ball game. That was an amazing run by Jay Edmondson. Boy, the crowd loves it on Facebook and YouTube, also on the radio. That dog that Grandma has just may come back in tonight.
Get back in the air conditioner.
She's probably lost all of her hair. Jay Edmondson again goes up the middle and scores.
Yes.
Touchdown, Mules. Give them 6 more. Edmondson.
And the faithful go wild across the field.
Yes, they do. The Mules fan section, boy, they travel so well. 23-13. That's another terrific call, as Ed says. Yes, it is. Colton Palma is an extra point away, presented by Patriot Auto Glass, giving the Mules an 11-point lead. Boy, Palma, he is so underrated sometimes, not talked about a whole lot, but when he kicked that field goal back-to-back weeks, today more than ever, gave the Mules some big confidence. That one's up and good, and the Mules now lead at 24-13. I'll finish that moment coming up on the other side of the break. Mules now lead at 24-13, back in 30 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
So the Mules, they put up some more points. And now the Mules, by the way, we have a final. I'll get you that in just a moment here. Mules now lead at 24-13 over Fox.
That was a nice drive, Frankie. Good work. Jay's having a good game tonight. Jay Edmondson, that kind of culminated in, the spiders. We got a spider building a web
in here
off of part of Tim's cameras. And you know what? I'll just tell you, Frankie, I really don't like spiders. That thing's trying to figure out a way to kill you. It's going to get on your eyeball.
I think I
Don't
killed
put
it.
him over here.
I'll put him over here.
Put it right out of here.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, we got
the
it.
ball come loose, and I believe the Mules may have got it. We'll have to wait and see the official signal. The Mules very tricky there on the kickoff. No, it's going to be Fox football. Woo!
Wow. I mean,
I thought the
Spiders trying
Mules
to get
had
us
it.
and wild plays.
Boy, good job by the Mules on that one. It nearly come up with it. Nico Gaddy, I mean, I thought he had the football. Folks, I threw a spider on John Scott. He come out of his skin.
I don't like a spider. Give me a snake all day, Frankie, but I don't want a spider.
That is hilarious.
That spider was trying to kill us. If they could figure it out, they would.
After all, it is almost Halloween season now.
It is. Yeah, you get bit by a spider like that and weird things are going to – full moon. I've seen that movie, Frankie. It's no good.
Oh, I'm telling you what, big crowd here tonight. Let's go, Mules fans. Where are you at on social media? Let's hear you. Mules up by 11. And one thing about this drive here for the Mules defensively, at some point Fox has to take chances through the air. Down by 2 scores. 6:40 to go in the ball game. Second down and about 8 to go.
Yeah, just don't give up a big play here. Make them grind some clock. If it takes them 5 minutes to score, you're still okay.
By the way, we have some scores now. Final now, it's official. Cape Central does this job. They shut out make that Farmington 35-0. So now you're right, John?
Yeah, there's something on my leg.
He thinks there's a spider on him,
They're everywhere,
folks.
man. They're moving in on us.
So now the Mules will make that Aiden Smith now with the pitch outside. And good job again, Connor Stevens. Boy, the Mules, Joshua Alcorn there, Romeo Wantor, Lincoln Warren, all those guys surrounding the offensive line by Fox. And they are not allowing any runs right now to get past them.
Yeah, Mules are fired up. Fox is a little bit down right now. Momentum's nice. Third down. Need to get the stop right here.
Kimberly said if she was here and I threw a spider, she'd be running across that field right now.
I thought about going out the window, but I'm not sure who I'd land on down there. They probably wouldn't like it.
Well, I tell you what a great game. And if I can just say what a crowd we have week in and week out on the radio, Facebook, and YouTube. 5:20 to go in the ball game. Mules right now looking for their Logan Height goes up and over.
We caught it.
There's the catch is made. Logan Height goes up and over, tries to get to the quarterback. That's a 30-yard gain by Orlando Taylor. And we just talked about the fact they were going to have to go through the air at some point, and they do right there. Big first down. That one is good for 23 yards. Or 25 yards, rather. Now the Mules defense, they've got to Aiden Smith, gets it, goes outside. Boy, the Mules, they're not letting him through. Romeo Wantor, boy, this kid's been everywhere here tonight.
Oh, he's quick.
Boy, he is.
You know, Frankie, that you mentioned the people week in and week out watching, and what it is, I get this comment a lot. It's a testament to what you guys do and to what Tim does. The quality of the video, the quality, I don't know if it's a video stream, whatever you call it, people tuning in, they're always impressed with the quality, and that keeps them coming back week after week.
Well, I appreciate that. A lot of that goes to Tim, honestly. He's the guru behind it. Aiden Smith again goes right up the gut. Logan Height takes him to the turf. Not going to get a first down, but he'll get pretty close to a first down. Inside the 30-yard line now, down to about the 28-yard line, I believe.
Clock ticking.
Clock is ticking, down to 3:57 now. We're going to give away this gift card coming up in just a moment. Hang out with us. We've not forgot about it. Keep those comments coming in. Another pass. This
pick.
one, Orlando Taylor to the end zone. Oh, he scores. Oh, he throws in double coverage.
He went up and got it.
Orlando Taylor, 28 yards, and Fox is right back in the ball game. Wow, what a drive by Fox.
Jump ball, he just got a little bit higher, got it right on the peak, whatever they call that. Got it right on the peak and got it.
Man.
Good play.
Our broadcast here tonight presented by Larry Hillis Dodge Eye Care Specialist, also being brought to you by Patriot Auto Glass. Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, and Kevin's Auto Repair. They're going to go for 2 here, John. Try to make it a 3-point lead.
Makes sense.
Makes sense late in the ball game. So now, in the backfield, J.J. Westerhold. Now we're going to get a whistle, and is it going to be a timeout, or is it going to be...
There's flags.
Offsides against the Mules.
What?
It's going to drop them off a little bit closer.
What? How many offsides? How many times have you seen offsides 5-6 times in one game, Frank? Not that often.
By the way, both teams have 3 timeouts remaining in the ball game at 3:39.
They're lining up offsides. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I did that once, man. Coach Ray wasn't happy. He was not happy. Lining up offsides as a nose guard.
Ed says he expects Fox to do an onside kick coming up following this 2-point conversion, whether they get it or not. This to make it a 3-point game. Here it goes. Mules chasing the quarterback. They're going to go, and no good.
Good play.
Good play. It's not going to make it, though, and it's going to be 24-19. Good coverage by the defense. Don't go anywhere. We've got ourselves, what do you call that, a barn burner. Oh, I'm sorry. Your mic is turned off.
You got a barn burner, right, Frank?
We got a barn burner. We're going to keep it here. Spider on you, John. Don't freak out on me now. Tell you what a game here tonight. We are on the road at next Friday night. We are going to Farmington, John's old stomping grounds. I believe back in 1967, he was put in handcuffs at Farmington High School. Is that about right?
Yeah, I got arrested on my horse. I got pulled over on my horse.
By the way, how's your dad doing, by the way, John?
Oh, I appreciate you asking, Frank. He's actually doing pretty well, you know. He's doing well. He's getting along all right. And I talked to him earlier this evening.
Good.
And he's doing well. He's getting excited for deer season coming up.
Getting excited for deer season. We're at 98 shares tonight, my friend. We've got 2 more. We can get 2 more.
2 to go.
There's the question right there. Got to share the Facebook feed for us and give us the right answer. When's the last season the Mules defense pitched 2 straight shutouts? I know the answer. I come up with the question. You know who helped me with the question? My good buddy Brian Rosner.
Well, Brian, I saw Brian coming around. Glad to have him with the team doing some
Boy,
work.
the Mules special teams are moving up closer. They know what's coming. Now we're going to get a whistle here.
Got their hands team
and a timeout called by the Mules, and they know what's coming too.
Yeah.
It's a first choice insurance first down.
Kind of hate to burn a timeout right there, but they got their hands guys in. We don't, 3:39, yeah.
I tell you what, everybody on Facebook right now, they're really coming at you, John, pretty hard.
Oh, yeah?
They think next week, I didn't get a chance to even ask you, are you coming next week, by the way, to Farmington?
Well, you know what I say, Frankie, if the good Lord wills and the creeks don't rise, that's my plan.
That means he'll be there. We'll stick you in the back of the truck next week.
Hey, if as hot as it was
man, it's pretty warm today, man. It was pretty warm. I've got my green drink on ice right here beside me. We don't want to go to overtime. But I got this green drink here.
We can if we need to.
No, we won't go to overtime. I'm cutting this video feed pretty quick.
That would be an interesting end to the game if we ended up in overtime, but it could happen.
I'm going to go to lunch this week with Grandma Jackie for sure.
Well, yeah, I think she's real.
She always tells me to be nice to you for some reason. I'm not sure what that's
You're just
about.
so mean to me all the time.
I'm not mean to
Bullying
you.
me around.
Right. Caden Keister now going to kick off, and I'm expecting the onside kick here. 3:39 to go. Mules have 2 timeouts left. Here we go. Here it is. It's got to go 10 yards. Now the Mules fall on it. Good job by Derek Burton. He is able to fall on it, and the Mules able to recover it. 1st and 10 on the 49. Was you nervous?
I was a little nervous. It was well executed. It didn't pop up like they like it to do, but they had plenty of time to get on it. Yeah.
Mules now have it 24-19 at 3:35 to go. Once again, a big shout out to the administration here at Fox High School. They have been just amazing. There's a flag on the play too, by the way. And it's going to be, I'm not sure what that was.
Maybe he touched the ball before 10. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
But hey, I'll tell you, Frankie, yeah, the admin here, but you know what? Something we didn't mention. The band, they did an excellent job.
They did.
We saw them warming up earlier, and it was sort of like, they're trying to figure this out. But when they came out at halftime, they did an excellent job. They all did an excellent job. played well. The whole thing was whatever you call that. The marching part was good. I'm no band guy, but I like what they do. I like to listen to it.
So now the Mules, Derek falls on it, Derek Burton. So now the Mules come out with it. Colin McBride gets a little bit of space, a great gain on first down. And he is going to be inside the 45.
We're going to burn their timeouts.
We're going to burn some timeouts here.
I don't know.
So going to get down to about the 42-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup. Second down and 5, and we're going to have a timeout here by the Fox Warriors. So we'll step away for 30 seconds. Come right back. Don't go anywhere. Mules lead 24-19 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
All right, so we are back here. It is 9:30 on the dot. I'm Frankie Castile alongside Tim Hicks and John Scott tuning in tonight. We are so grateful to have you alongside. It is second down and 5 following that timeout. We're going to give you the answer to our trivia in just a moment. Another handoff. This one, McBride, and the Mules have a Larry Hillis Dodge first down.
Well, McBride's having a good game tonight.
He's having a great game inside the 35-yard line, down to about the 34. Big gain on first down. That stops the clock, and we're going to get another timeout here. This one by the Fox Warriors. They are down to one left, 3:22. All right, so let's put that trivia question back on the screen. I know that John loves this word right here. Final call, folks. Final call. Is that what it's called?
That's terrible. Terrible to get the final call, except in the fall when the time changes, you get an extra hour. They do it twice.
I don't know, but here in the booth, it feels like it's like 91 degrees.
Yeah, no kidding.
So when was the last season in which the Mules defense had 2 consecutive shutouts? 1995, 1993, 1991, or 1989. There you go. Last time, we're going to put it on there for you. Make sure and give us the right answer. If you do, we will pick a winner coming up very, very shortly. Before this game ends, 3:22 to go here in the ball game. 1st and 10. By the way, Fox down to their last timeout. They're going to hand the football off again. They're going to hang on to it. They're going to get a few yards. Well, I tell you what, McBride, you got to figure that this man's confidence has really just grown here tonight.
Yeah, he's getting some good yards, positive yards, right up the gut. I think he's figured out, or maybe the coaches have, that running the sideline against this team doesn't work, so they're just going right down the gut. And I don't know how you take that hit and get up, but hey, these kids are young, right, Frankie?
That's right. Fox using their final timeout. So, real quickly, while we have a moment, Cape Central beats Farmington. That's a big one. Mules are winning by 5 right now. Still have 3 minutes to go. Now Fox with no timeouts. They're down by 5 points. Boy, if the Mules can pick out a win or figure out a way to still win this football game, we're right back in the driver's seat, especially with a big Farmington loss. And oh, by the way, we will see Farmington 7 short nights. We're going to go to David Hadley stomping grounds in Farmington, where he's going to rock, paper, scissors you in the parking lot.
That's right. Best 2 out of 3.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's good to be, in the driver's seat, then get a little help from another team. But, yeah, just take care of the ball right here. We should be okay.
All right, so here we go. No timeouts left. Edmondson going to go in the air this time. He's got a man open. Romeo Wantor. Who else? What a smart play that was. Just slide inside stay in bounds, and the clock is going to run. There's another Larry Hillis Dodge first down. The Mules now right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we like that. Keep that clock ticking.
We don't know the status at this point of Darius Graham, but I got to tell you, my offensive player of the game has got to be Romeo Walter. It goes to him tonight no matter what, win or lose.
Oh, yeah, Romeo's had a great game tonight, absolutely. Such a luxury to have a kid like that on the team.
Absolutely. Walter here tonight. He's got 10 catches, 166 yards tonight. 2 touchdown catches, too, by the way.
2 touchdowns.
So now a handoff. The Mules.
Flag.
Is there a flag down?
They'll call another hold.
Yep.
Ref was getting lonely.
2:31.
Uh-oh, here comes the fuzz. What'd you do, Frankie? That spider, they called you in on that spider.
So there's going to be a hold. I'm not sure what to say.
Well, I'm sorry. A police officer, SRO.
But that's not what you called him.
Came up here. The fuzz, that's not offensive, is it?
I don't even
think
know what
that's
that even
offensive.
is.
The fuzz, man. It's the
I'm going to have to ask him, sir, do you get offended when someone calls you the fuzz?
You got to be old, Frank. You got to be long past your 20th high school reunion.
First
to know
down
about the
and
fuzz.
19. Oh, my goodness. No wonder. I tell you what, that's why people tune in. I'm going to have to get your autograph, John. Everywhere we go. We was in Arnold eating, and the waitress said, can I get your autograph, John?
Hanging out in Arnold, man. Interesting town.
You know, we shut down Joplin about 9 months ago.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, I read, Frankie.
We're going back again this year. McBride now going to get the handoff. Stay in bounds, my friend. There you go. Oh, good move.
Nice.
And gets those yardage back on the penalty and still stays in bound. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. McBride with a big run. And now the Mules once again inside the Baldwin Toyota red zone, back to the 19-yard line.
A little bit of trivia, Frankie. People
Okay.
like that trivia. Arnold, Missouri, I read today, assuming it was correct. The first town in Missouri to have the red light cameras, which they're now illegal. They don't work. But the first town in Missouri to implement stoplight cameras, Arnold, Missouri.
Arnold, Missouri. So now there's another handoff, and 1:23 to go here in the ball game. Well, I tell you what, McBride, he has had some huge touches here tonight. That spider's on top of my head. 15-yard
That spider's going
line.
to be in your shoe, and you're going to take it home with you. It's going to be crawling in your bed tonight and get on your eyeball. That's what they do. They're looking for an eyeball, Frankie. They'll get on your eyeball, try to suck your brain out. That's what they do.
Oh, my goodness.
Spiders.
On
Dangerous.
the 15-yard line, under a minute to go. Third down coming up here. Third down and about 5. Mules can pretty much end it right here. Oh, we're going to get maybe a timeout. Yes, it is going to be a Mules timeout.
Savor a little bit.
They've got one more left. It is a First Choice Insurance timeout. And the Mules are right now with one timeout to go. All joking aside, the Mules can hang on with 44 seconds left. Then the Mules, they've got a showdown next week against Farmington. I know that I will not be able to be there next week. You're going to be doing it solo, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely, Frankie. We're going to turn this up. We're going to finally do it right. Hey, I like
Tim Lowe says, John with some law trivia. Nice job and about time.
Yeah, right on. Tim Lowe.
Wait a minute. Wait. Why is your shoe off in the broadcast booth? This
Hey,
is not your home.
I got to feel the earth, Frankie. You know, a game like this is really good because it's a tough-fought battle.
It
And
is.
to come out ahead, a team like this gets tougher, and they realize they can actually win. You know, what do they got to do to win? It's going to come in handy. I like this. A good, tight, tough, adverse win.
All right, so here we go now. 44 seconds, third down and 5. We're going to give you the answer to our trivia right after this play. Logan Height going to line up right beside Edmondson. It's going to be a fake handoff. Edmondson buries his way to the 10-yard line, very close to a first down. We've got 2 players down for Fox. And always going to be just shy of the first down. But that's going to be all. That's going to be it. The Mules do not have to run another play. Mules are going to escape. They will escape here tonight at Fox with a win. Mules are going to pick up a win, and the lining up in Poplar Bluff will end up victorious here tonight. And that's a big win for the Mules. Let us hear about it, folks, on social media. Poplar Bluff with a big win, their second win in a row, and now we are back to 500 at 3-3. Mules are 3-3 on the season. All right, Tim, real quick, let's go ahead and let's put up that question on the scoreboard. And we've got a winner. All right, we're going to be joined now with head coach, or I should say assistant coach, rather, John David Patillo. And you hit me there. Are you okay, John? What do you talk about something? No, what a win here tonight, Coach. I mean, this was a gutsy performance here tonight. You guys get it done 24-19. Walk us through, first and foremost, talk about Darius Graham. What do we know about his injury at this point?
I don't know. Just know that he was swelling, but don't know where exactly. So we've got him iced and over there. He was standing up on the sideline, so hopefully it's just, a bruise or something like that. But he's a tough kid, and I'm sure he'll be back next week.
That's great news to hear. By the way, Farmington shut out at Cape Central 35-0, which sets up a huge showdown in 7 nights.
Who won? Cape won?
No, Cape won 35-0. Wow. Yeah, they shut them out at Cape Central. Romeo Wantor, he picked up the load when Darius Graham, he was already on his A game tonight anyway, but once Darius Graham went down with the injury, he was doing double time, offense, defense. This kid was everywhere.
Yeah, he was. And, it's just like that last series. We're trying to run the clock out, keeping and protecting our 5-point lead, and, usually you don't throw the ball, but we had such a situation where they started cramming the box. And we've got him out there, and he secured it for us, kept the clock running, and smart kid, did a great job there, and made some really nice plays tonight. He should have had another touchdown on this opposite corner end zone, and I probably called the wrong route on that, but we'd seen that it was open before, and kid just jumped outside of him, and but we still got the field goal. Palma did a great job kicking tonight. And,
that was my next sentence, is the fact that
was really good tonight.
I was going to say back-to-back weeks, and this time that field goal really helped us going up by 3 or 4 points rather, and that gave us all kinds of momentum. What about Colin McBride? This kid had some great touches for you tonight. His confidence has got to be soaring right now.
Yeah. And I told Colin earlier this week that I thought, this is going to be a good week for him. Get some confidence running the ball, and he did a really good job here at the end. Again, he made a nice run, bounced it outside, stayed in bounds when we needed to stay in bounds, and kept the clock running and did some smart stuff. And so, again, I thought he played well too.
And of course, you talk about, I thought Hunter Clifford did a great job. Welcome back to him. He made a big catch for you guys as well. But Jay Edmondson, once again, really leading this football team at 21 of 27, 268, 2 touchdowns. It did have the 1 interception early, but he found his rhythm. Oh, by the way, your offense here tonight, 6 out of 9 on third down conversions. That is a season high for this football team. Do I dare say that we are starting to figure things out at the right time?
Yeah, I think so. And, I thought the way Fox plays defensively, they kind of will give you some ground here and there, but they really mix up their coverages and change things up. But, we just needed to be patient. We couldn't get stuff going early in the game, and, just had a lot of mistakes. We were a lot of penalties early in drives, and that just put us behind the chains. But I thought all in all, our kids did a good job. Jay was really poised tonight.
Yes.
You know, like you said, 21 of 26, that's pretty good.
It's very good indeed. And so what is one thing that or a couple of things that you guys are going to work on between now and next week? Because we know the game of the week is Farmington Bluff. Oh, by the way, it's at Farmington. They always play us tough. That is a huge game coming up for us.
Yes, it is. And, again, we've just got to have a good game plan. We got to go in, keep building on what we're doing. This bunch is very capable of really busting out and scoring a whole lot more points. And tonight, like I said, penalties early hurt us. A little later, we just had a few mistakes that put us behind the chains in situations. But for the most part, our 2-minute offense right before the half, I mean, Jay and the guys just dialed it up and did a great job. And so I was really proud of that drive to get us up a touchdown before we went into halftime.
Absolutely. And real quick, I know we got to get on the road here, so I'll let you give us the answer. Do you know the answer to our trivia question, Coach? When is the last season in which the Mules defense was able to get 2 consecutive shutouts?
Ooh.
Do you remember that year? I'll give you the choices: 1995, 1993, 1991, or 1989.
Ooh, I'll say 93.
I would say you're 2 years off. The right answer is 1991. Care to take a guess on who the opponents were back then? Kennett and Rolla in back-to-back weeks.
Really?
There you go.
Okay.
So now your wife knew the answer, by the way. Miss Patillo, she knew the answer.
No
so
way.
Yes, she did. She guessed it
cheated.
right.
I know she did.
She knew it somehow.
Hey, you know why?
No.
'Cause we were living here in St. Louis, and we were coaching and teaching up here.
Gotcha.
And there's no way she knew that.
Well,
so
she
cheated.
found out somehow. Well, Coach, thank you
She's a
for the
cheater.
time. Congratulations on the win. Definitely the offensive player, Romeo Wantor. Who would you pick as our defensive player of the game, brought to you by First Midwest Bank?
Man, I don't know.
It's hard.
Yeah, we had a lot of – the guys on the line were the ones I really thought kind of held things together. And I would say either DJ or Lincoln, both of them I thought had pretty good games. Probably DJ. I thought this game DJ played really well.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to have you alongside tonight, Coach. Congratulations, 3-3 now, and I still believe our best football is yet to come.
Yep, me too.
We'll see you next Friday night in Farmington, my friend.
All right, man. Thank you.
You bet you. The offensive coordinator, John David Patillo, the Mules picking up a win. That's right, Miss Robertson. The great win tonight, class of 2003. We've got the 20th reunion this weekend. We are so glad to have you listen to us here tonight. Thank you for all the support. And the Mules get a big win. By the way, that gift card, it goes to Tom Cash tonight. He was the first one that knew the right answer, guessed it right. Big Mules fan. I'll be getting a hold of Tom coming up this week to get that gift card to him. And I've been told, just so you know, coming up next week, we're going to be increasing our gift card. I'm going to go ahead and do it next week. $250 is what we're going to give away. Big game, Mules in Farmington. Absolutely, we're going to give that away coming up next week. And you know what? Tonight, Coach Patillo will tell you it wasn't pretty, but the Mules got the job done. They got the win, and that's all that matters in high school football. So now we've got a date coming up next week with the Knights out of Farmington. Real quick, let's go ahead and break it down really quick. Tom Cash is the winner tonight of our trivia question. The answer was in 1991. The Mules defense got back-to-back shutout wins against Kennett and Rolla. That was back in 1991. All right, tonight, as you heard a moment ago, Jay Edmondson, 21 of 27, 268, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Romeo Wantor, what a game, 10 catches, 166, 2 touchdown catches. Darius Graham, Coach Patillo said he believes that he's going to be on the football field coming up next week when the Mules take on the Knights of Farmington. He believes he'll be out there, 5 catches, 48 yards. Also, Mason West had a big catch here tonight, 1 catch, 13 yards. Hunter Clifford, that kid, come back from injury, offense and defense. He was fun to watch. 1 catch for 14 yards, and Dylan Hall 4 catches for 27 yards. John Scott, my boy, next week, me, Tim, you in Farmington, and I've been told already we're going to give away a gift card next week of $250 courtesy of Academy Sports. I'm not going to miss that game, not by a long
that's
shot.
Getting real, Frankie. That's getting real.
Things are getting real. So real quick, what is your takeaway tonight as the Mules? It may not have been the prettiest game. We got it done here tonight, 24-19. We're 3-3. I still believe our best football is still yet to come.
Absolutely. I think that, game didn't start off right. We had penalties, bad snap, some adversity, but we found a way to fight through that through an ugly first half, a little bit better second half, but these kids are figuring out the effort it takes and the focus it takes to find a way to win, and good teams figure out a way to win, and that's what they're learning to do, and it's paid off a couple of times. I really like that field goal.
Yes.
I like to see that. That needs to happen. I agree with Mark Dobbs on that. That's an aspect of a team that could really change some outcomes, some close games. So, yeah, teams coming together, teams growing, they're figuring it out, and I like we're headed in the right direction, absolutely.
Absolutely indeed. So the question of the hour, I'll see you next week in Farmington, right?
That's where I'll be if the good Lord wills and the creeks don't rise.
Let's thank our sponsors one last time tonight. Mules get it done 24-19. First Midwest Bank, Scott Law Group, LLC. By the way, our players of the game tonight brought to you by First Midwest Bank. The offensive player obviously belongs to Romeo Wantor. The defensive line stepped up in a big way. And I'm going to give an honorary mention to Hunter Clifford. I thought he had a great game. Welcome back from injury. He did fantastic as well.
Absolutely he did. It's calling those names. He's one of those kids, not super flashy, but we call his name a lot. And
yes, we do.
That says how he plays.
Absolutely indeed. So once again, our sponsors tonight, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing. Also being brought to you by Baldwin Toyota, First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist. Also being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson Warren and Holt Legal Services, Maverick Glass, and Senator Jason Bean. And a big shout out to Casey Proctor and all of the 2003 graduates. It is our reunion tomorrow night. We're celebrating it this weekend. For John Scott, for Tim Hicks, I'm Frankie Castile. We're saying so long from Fox High School, Arnold, Missouri. Mules get it done at 24-19. We'll see you back here next Friday beginning at 6:20 with the pregame kickoff at 7. We'll be live in Farmington. You've been watching and listening to Mules football. Have a great weekend. Be safe. We'll see you back here next week. This is the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.